Well, top of the morning to you.
Oh, top of the morning.
Top of the afternoon, maybe.
Yeah, I guess it's
Or evening, depending on when you're listening to this, matey.
top of the middle of the day.
Top of the time of day you're listening to this. Top of the podcast day.
Top of the podcast.
Top of the
to
podcast
you.
to you.
There
There we
we
go.
go.
Happy St. Patrick's Day week.
Happy
Pat.
Saint Me Day week.
St. You Tricks Day.
Yeah.
St. You Rick Day week.
Oh, I mean, my full name is Patrick, so.
I didn't know if it was Patrice, so.
No, I'm not Patrice Bergeron
Or O'Neill.
or O'Neill. R.I.P.
I'm surprised I know two Patrices, so
Yeah.
look at me.
2 for 2.
How about that? All right, well, we're going to, I guess, try and be St. Patrick's Day themed this week.
I'm wearing green.
I am not. I'm supporting our favorite soccer team, West Ham United. But I have my green shirts right there. I'm going to wear it on Saturday.
We could have been twinsies.
Yeah, we could have. That would have looked good for the video podcast.
And then just yelled at Robert.
Yeah, and made him feel like an outsider. Did you even buy an Irish one?
No, I didn't get one.
Oh, you won't want to support the pod? Is that it? You hate
I got the other
St.
ones,
Patty's Day?
Got some of the other ones.
Do you hate the Irish? Is that what you're saying?
No, just Pat.
Ooh.
Touche. I mean, I
Ooh.
can't argue. I don't like myself most of the time either. So.
All right, well, let's get into we've got a lot of stuff to do. We got future news coming up. We got another mock draft. Fucking Bobby Jokes has won 2 straight. He's 2-0 in mock drafts.
I'm getting fucking
and
angry.
It's like Pat and I are legitimately texting each other over the weekend like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit that he is winning.
Undefeated.
I don't like it. We're going to try and dethrone him today. We got a pretty good one, and then obviously not cool and answers to wrap up the program. But let's get right into it with Where You Been as soon as we can get a hold of the Ladalettes. Ladalettes, you guys want to maybe sing us a tune?
Step it up.
Hey, you. Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Oh, hey, I forgot to ask you guys. Did anybody walk out today? Like, it's walkout day. We're
no.
from school.
Mm-mm.
I think a lot of schools are on spring break
Yeah.
too, so they're not a great
most of them
day
in Houston are.
to schedule that.
Yeah.
But it's like I saw it was like a hashtag, and I've been really into just clicking hashtags, and like I love Twitter bullshit. I just love people yelling at each other on Twitter. It's my favorite thing in the world. Like anytime Donald Trump tweets, I don't give a fuck when he tweets. I'm clicking it to just read the replies. It's like, fuck you, delete your account. You're the worst president. It's like, goddamn, like, why? Who do you think is really reading it? Like, he's not looking at that. Like, well, Marcy with 4 followers is really pissed at me. I better hang it up.
That's my favorite thing too, is people shit talking follower count on Twitter. Like a month after I had it, someone was like, "I'm not going to listen to somebody with 33 or whatever the fuck I had." And I was like, "Wait, is that actually a thing that y'all do?" I was like, "I've had this for a month, and you've been on here for 5 years, and you have 40 people. So like, how are you going to shit talk?"
Right. No, there's like a varying difference because like you haven't been on it very long.
Yeah.
But like if you've had like I like to look at the tweet ratio to followers ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you follow somebody and they have like 12,000 tweets and 6 followers, you're fucking talking to nobody, buddy.
Yeah.
Like you are wasting a lot of time and effort because no one's reading that shit.
Yeah.
But if you see someone with like, okay, they've had 10,000 tweets, but they've been on for like 7 years or whatever, then like they're at least like tweeting and they've gained followers. That makes sense. But yeah, like I don't shame people over followers, but a lot of times I look and it's like, oh, this person with 1 person following them, probably their mom or his
Mom, get on Twitter. I need a follower.
really heated about some stuff on Twitter. But it's been National Walkout Day, so they were walking out for all the Stoneman Douglas High School that had the shooting in Florida.
Well, they're supposed to be walking out for gun change or something like that, but you know how high school students are. You give them an excuse to get out of fucking class.
Right.
That's why they're walking out.
Because most of the kids just stand there like, so what do you do now? Like, you want to hang out? Like,
Yeah.
Dude,
So like,
now
can we
what?
leave, or do we just have to stand in the
We have to
parking lot?
chant. I'm not chanting.
No, they're like walking out for 17 minutes for the 17 kids that were killed.
Not 17
or
kids.
people.
Not 17 kids. And that's a big thing. That's, we're spreading misinformation. 17 students. Nope, 14 students and 3 administrators.
Yeah.
Let's get that right. Let's check our facts, guys. And
But yeah, most kids are just going to take that as an excuse to fucking
100%.
leave class for 17. See, I would have been the one person to be like, okay, well, you're not going to keep teaching while everyone leaves, so I'm just going to sit at my desk and not go stand in the sun.
Right. Like, I'm just going to cut my losses here.
Yeah.
I support it or whatever. But it's just, like
Me three.
they're walking out, and then like I've seen like, oh, these kids are heroes, and there are people like with microphones that are just, you know what, we demand action now. We want to see changes. And it's like, all right, well, like what changes do you want to see?
Yeah. My favorite
Like
is
what do you propose?
there's like the 3 kids that are like traveling the country going
David
like, oh,
fucking
fuck 'em.
Hogg.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
There's one kid from the school, Kyle something. And he's the one kid who's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe let's just fucking arm the teacher. And like, he's like very fucking conservative on this shit and like fully on that side. And he's just talking shit to the other ones on Twitter all the time.
Because
like I fucking follow him on Twitter now. Kid's fucking like he's in the White House today.
I don't
and he
follow
tweeted
any of
out-
those guys.
Well, I follow him just because he's funny. Like today, he's like, "Hey, during the walkout, you know, there's gonna be a protest outside the White House. Yeah, I'll be sure to look out the window while I'm in there." And I was like, I fucking love this kid.
Well, I just like I don't understand why like all of a sudden these kids are the go-to people to talk about gun issues, because it's like, okay, David Hogg was in a school where there was a mass shooting.
Yeah.
Yes, he knew people that were killed, but it's like because you were involved, like you were present at a mass shooting, that doesn't make you an expert on guns.
It makes you an expert in the situation of what it's like emotionally to be in a school shooting.
So like
That's
tweeting
it.
out things, tweeting
these
out
kids don't get that
updates,
fucking
and
difference.
tweeting out pictures is what he did during the whole shooting.
Yeah.
That was so like that's what he learned.
That's like
So
they
he's
don't
an
get
expert
the
at that.
difference between that. Like the other kid, he's actually come up like he's helping support like a fucking bill. That
I still don't give a fuck about what a 16-year-old thinks.
And yeah, I really
Like,
don't
like
either.
really, that's my thing. Is like this kid's got like don't fucking tell me
Especially
what to
a
do.
16-year-old with that
Get the
hair.
fuck outta
like,
here.
I want to punch that kid right in his fucking hair.
As we're just talking shit about kids that were like victims in mass
Dude,
shootings.
I work fucking delivering school lunches to a high school. I talk shit about kids a lot anyway. So
I just hate the whole like, why doesn't everyone has to feel safe? It's like, no, like when in life are you guaranteed to feel safe ever? And it sounds bad, but like you're never guaranteed your safety. You know, like yes, safety is what people look for first and stuff. You think a school is safe, but shit happens. Bad shit happens all the time in the world.
Oh, you know how you can prove it? Fucking Austin right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, people are dying from bombs, not guns. Crazy people find a way to fucking kill people.
Right. Bombs are pretty illegal.
You could use a
But
truck.
I'm not going to be that guy. Well, knives are illegal.
Yeah.
Aren't illegal. We're gonna
But
blame
you know what?
knives.
It's a lot easier to build a bomb than it is to build a gun.
Yeah, you can buy the pieces.
Yeah. You can literally just Google it right now.
Yeah. That's what Timothy McVeigh did.
Yeah.
And they had to like ban sales of like large amounts of fertilizer because
Right.
of it. But anyways,
Crazy
I'm
shit.
sorry. I just kind of got sidetracked right there.
Came out firing
I was
today.
just looking at Twitter and it popped up again, and just it's funny because there's like you can't really say anything negative about it. I feel like, or you're just bad says like the people that just
Yeah, I
shit
don't
on
give a
it. But like
fucking
it's
shit
like
what anyone
these
thinks
people are
anymore.
so brave. It's like you're not brave. You walked out of class. Like what? Not class or class. I'm gonna go not class.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go not class. I was supposed to have an algebra final today, but can't do that.
And then they're doing the whole like Black Lives Matter thing. We're like, let's lay down and pretend we're dead and spell out stuff. We're definitely not doing this for attention, guys. We're definitely not doing this
Yeah.
for attention. Media, look at me. Look at me. We spelled enough. We spelled enough. I know what that means.
Yeah. And then, just like you said, you ask any of them, okay, what change do you want?
We just think
Jay,
that they should be
it-
implemented. That's
time-
not up to us. Okay, well
time's
then what
up.
are you doing? Time's up. Okay.
There's enough of this. Okay, so what's your plan?
I said time's up.
Well, the legislators should be doing their jobs. Oh, so you're just going to continually pass them
Do you have
up.
any like
Go fuck
advice?
yourself.
You seem like you have advice. Why
Yeah.
don't you tell us what they should make changes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fucking hate kids.
Vague
Well, I can't
motherfucker.
say I hate kids. I hate people.
Yeah, people are
There you
assholes.
go.
We need more dogs.
So where you been?
Well, I've been supporting our favorite football club,
The Hammers?
the Hams, West Ham United. So right now we are on what is 5 days of watching soccer for Alex now.
Panda watch.
Pretty much, basically, that's what it is. So I started out with Saturday. Now, believe it or not, West Ham's not very good.
Nope.
So we didn't
We're
really
not
pick.
just jumping on the front runners here, guys.
Yeah, we're actual fans now, and like I bought FIFA, like I said I was going to, so I've been playing with them a lot. Which like I didn't learn a ton about the team, but like I know the players now.
Yeah, we learned one thing.
I know
They've got fucking
We got
Chicharito.
Chicharito, who's not as good as I thought he would be on FIFA. I'm a little
Well, he's
disappointed
also like
in him.
6 years past his
Yeah,
prime.
but still, he's my favorite player on West Ham
Of
United. Chicharito. Even though his name is Javier Hernandez, they call him Chicharito.
Oh, he's
We have
Chicharito.
we have Mark Noble. Then I think it's not Corey Hart. Somebody Hart is the goalie, and he's also the goalie for England. I learned that.
Oh, that guy. Okay, no shit.
Yeah,
Dope.
the English goalie. And so yeah, we've got there's a guy named Ogbonna, and I believe that's all I know right now.
That's 5 more than
a
me.
lot of guys I've learned just by playing FIFA. And I tried to watch them on Saturday, so I turned it on.
You watched or you tried to watch?
I tried to watch initially, and believe it or not, they don't put bad teams on just like the primetime game. So I was like, well, fuck! But like I'm up. Now what? And so I bought the Premier League NFL ticket, basically the Premier League's version of NFL ticket. The season's kind of like halfway done, I guess. So I don't know. They're into it already, so it was only $20, and I'm like, man, I fucking committed to this. I'm doing it. I'm a fan now because I bought the pack. I bought the package so I can watch my team. I bought a shirt. And my favorite thing that came with the shirt is there's a sticker on the end that says, "Thank you for purchasing official West Ham United merchandise. By doing so, you are contributing to the success of your team." So when they win next time, it's because I bought a shirt. I'm contributing to the success.
There's no salary cap in soccer, so literally as much shit as you buy, that's more money they can spend.
That's the success. Thank you. We can maybe sign somebody.
You know you're going to help the re-signing of Chicharito. That's where you go.
That's a good point. So I'm watching West Ham. I'm on 5 straight days of watching soccer, and then on Sunday, woke up, watched Tottenham play Tottenham, the Hotspurs.
Tottenham
Hotspurs. I'm Andy Gray. Manchester City and Stoke City I watched Monday. Didn't even know they had EPL going on Monday. It's pretty nice. I guess it would be like their Monday Night Football. See what I did there? And then
football.
Yeah, yesterday I guess the Champions League is going on. So Manchester United was playing. They were playing some Sevilla from Spain, and they lost. Yeah, Sevilla with the upset. How about that?
Sevilla.
No, it's Sevilla. I'm pretty sure. No. I don't know. You don't tell me how to. I watched soccer. All right, I'm the soccer expert here, buddy.
Bro, I watched a lot back in the day.
Oh well, how have you watched 5 days straight? Because I have.
Back in the day.
Well, and now we have Barcelona and Chelsea on, so we got that too. So
you're named after a chick.
Yeah, not rooting for that team. Probably bad drivers.
You know it.
I bet once a month that team's just gonna get angry and slide tackle someone. All right, and that was our Chelsea jokes.
That was our sexist moment of the day, guys.
But yeah, so a couple of things I've noticed from soccer. Like I like the relegation thing where it's like, what if we just relegated the Browns and then, all right, Alabama, go. Let's see how it works. Like obviously that would never work, but like, all right, if you're on Alabama right now, you're staying there.
I think it would be
Nobody's graduating.
We'd have to pull up like a Canadian Football League team.
Okay, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
There you go.
Bringing them in, and they just got to shorten the field by
Whoever
50
wins
yards.
the Grey Cup.
Yeah, that'd be fair. Because really, like, if you lose in the NFL and you get relegated, then it's like you have to work harder because you have to play on more field.
Yeah.
And you can start you can start people in motion like way behind the line. I like that about the CFL. You can be 10 yards behind the scrimmage, and they wait till the guy gets there, and you just got a guy going full speed when you snap the ball. But so I like the relegation, and I do not understand what the bullshit they do in the beginning of a soccer game is. It takes 20 minutes to they line up everybody all side by side. Then there's this dumb fucking podium with a ball on top of it. They're like, we gotta go grab the ball and then hand it to the refs who are also in the tunnel, so they have to walk by it anyways. Why couldn't they just walk out with the balls? I don't really know. And then you gotta pair up every player with a fucking little kid, which isn't that makes no sense. Why a little kid? How do these kids get there? Are they poor kids? Are they less fortunate kids? Are they sick kids? Is this a Make-A-Wish kid? No one explains this to me. Yeah. They gotta hold hands with the kid. I thought that's kind of creepy nowadays, isn't that looked down upon, holding hands with little kids when you're an adult? That's what I thought. But you do that, and then you go out there. Then they have these little flag handkerchief things that oh, hey, we're from Barcelona, and you're from Chelsea. Here's our little Barcelona flag, and you give us your little Chelsea flag. Oh, cool, a little knick-knack. I don't know what they do with those flags.
Can you imagine doing that in the NFL?
No.
The rival team gives you a flag, you're just going to go, man,
what the fuck is this? You just throw it down?
Get your bullshit flag out of here.
And then, because they know that in the NFL they've recently started doing that, players will exchange jerseys with one another, and I know that's always been a soccer thing, which is cool. That's kind of cool, and I get that because oh, okay, I got an Odell Beckham jersey because I played against Odell Beckham, Yeah. But I just, it's weird that they do that. It takes so much longer. They have all these weird flags and signs on the field while they're doing that, and then that. So the beginning of the soccer is weird. I don't understand why they do that, and then at halftime, what's awesome about the Premier League Sunday ticket thing, or I don't know.
All get orange slices.
No, I don't. I mean, they probably do, but that's in the locker room. So like, they just give you the game feed, but they don't give you like halftime or anything. So it's literally just like a live feed of the field, and you just hear crowd noise the whole halftime, which is hilarious. Because there's a group of guys, at least on West Ham, that just have to go out there and hold these big ass flags and wave them all halftime. Like at the ends of the field, it's like, what is your job? Like, I'm a flag waver. Why? Why are you holding a 10-foot flag?
Because I get to watch the games for free and they fucking pay me to do it.
But like, they just for like 15 minutes just have to wave it back and forth, and then they go off, and then they come back before games, and that's it.
Yeah.
But soccer's been what I've been up to a lot, and I bought FIFA, like I said. I've been playing a lot of that, and then I've been watching some college basketball. The conference tournaments for this past weekend. Been gambling a little bit, and it was a little bit bad that I started trying to get into English Premier League stuff because West Ham was playing, and I was like, all right, well, I bet you like West Ham's not great, and I've never really heard of Burnley before. Fuck Burnley for beating us though. Mm-hmm. But I was like, well, I'll just bet like the under on it because it was under 2 goals. So I was like, well, fuck, nobody scores in soccer. Mm-hmm. I'll just go under 2, and we lost 3-0. So I like first bet 0 for 1. Like maybe learn a little bit about the sport before you bet on it, dumbass. But then I made some money back betting on college hoops. So that was good.
Are you betting on the NIT?
I am not. I'm not.
Dude,
stay away from that.
Just bet Notre Dame.
Is that what? I don't watch the NIT.
Just bet Notre Dame. You don't have to watch it to bet it.
I mean, that's what the whole point of like.
Notre Dame is the number 1 seed in the tournament. You should probably just bet them.
Well, big NIT stuff.
Yeah,
we're your number 1 NIT podcast. That is.
Yeah,
we are the only soccer/cult podcast that I know of. So
I haven't heard of any.
Number 1 in the world, claim to fame, first.
Number 1 in the hood.
Trademarked.
TM.
It's a vocal trademark. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that, and then basically just getting into gambling, getting in. I got that itch now though, dude. So it's like I was watching the Manchester United game, and I was like, should I bet that second half? Should I bet the over on the second half right now? I feel like somebody's got to score to make a change. No, and I just had to talk myself down from the ledge. Like, dude, you're 0-1 right now in soccer bets. You don't know shit about it right now. Maybe don't bet. Just wait till Thursday. March Madness starts up on Thursday. Now I know we have playing games. Fuck those. Those aren't really games. The real tournament starts on Thursday.
I think the playing games already happened last night, didn't they?
2 of them did. 2 of them tonight. We're recording this on
If anybody
Wednesday.
wants to text in the Gambling Anonymous number for Alex.
I'm not an addict because I don't have to bet. I talk myself out of betting, but I have like March is a big betting month for me, and then football season's a big betting month for me, and occasionally I'll throw some stuff on NBA.
Football season? No, you mean so for 6 months? That's a big
so half
betting,
the year,
yeah,
and then another month, so 7 months of the year. And then,
you tell me you don't bet in November, October?
I do kind of bet on like the NHL playoffs.
So really there's like 2 months a year you don't bet.
But like it's not like it's consistent. Like I can go NFL weeks without like throwing money on stuff.
Bro, I'm fucking with you.
I know, but just I don't feel like I have a problem.
Most people with a problem don't.
That's true. But like it's not like I'm losing like tons of cash. Like I have a bankroll, and when it starts getting thin, then like I settle down, and then I just bet less shit.
Once you're gonna start like selling shit out of your apartment,
like when I've gone through thousands and thousands of dollars, and like oh shit, like how are we paying rent now?
Steal like Emma's necklace and sell it for some gambling money.
When I'm trying to make my rent payments by betting on the over in some game, that's like that's like hardball.
Yeah,
remember that taught you what a gambling addict was.
Don't want to end up like Keanu.
Don't bet on the Celtics.
No.
Oh, I think he bet on the Celtics tonight, didn't he? That was the basketball game.
Yeah, but isn't that the one that he covered?
Okay, you're right, but still, you don't bet your rent money on games.
No.
All right. Anyways, that's where I've been. What about you?
Hanging out. Another nice little relaxing weekend.
That's kind of what I did. Like I didn't really leave the house, and like it was absolutely wonderful. I thought this makes sense. What Pat was saying.
I was out drinking till like 5 a.m. on Friday.
Ooh, look at me! I stay out late.
But it wasn't like exciting drinking. Like it was very slow paced over a long time. And then like I tried to fall asleep at my buddy's house for like 45 minutes. I was like, I'm just going home. I live like 5 minutes away from him. I was like, I'd rather just sleep in my bed. Like I said, like I never even really got drunk because it was just slow paced drinking the entire time. And then when we got back to his house, I got caught in one of those conversations with a drunk person.
Yeah,
where like you just talk in circles for 2.5 fucking hours. Mm-hmm. So I got into one of those, and that kind of slowed down my drinking.
And you realize you're in those. You're like, God damn it!
I'm like, God damn! And I guess just kept trying to change the fucking subject to other shit.
And it would come back.
Yeah,
it comes right back. Bobby Jokes, where have you been, bud?
So Sam and I took our annual trip to Austin.
Nice. Did it get weird?
It didn't get weird. No, I don't think it got weird.
Dude, you got to keep Austin weird, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not trying to help out.
The people there were weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you open any packages?
No, I did not.
It's probably smart.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, I'm concerned.
Well, he's fucking here, so.
Right? Well, maybe there was a dud.
Could be a dud.
And then we would have had breaking news on the podcast. So excuse me for trying to break news.
Yeah, we went to see Jake and Amir, the two comedians from College Humor.
Fuck it.
Nice.
Yeah, they have a podcast festival that they do every year.
Did you watch the podcast or did they do stand-up?
They did the podcast.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Was it better than ours?
No.
Ooh, putting him on the spot.
I was about to say, I don't like that hesitation.
I think he thought about it for a second.
Do they still work for College Humor?
No, they have their own podcast network.
Oh, so the whole network is theirs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called again?
Headgum?
Headgum.
Yeah.
I was about to say mouth teeth.
Wait, why are we giving them free fucking advertising?
Because we're just telling you guys who the number 2 podcast network is, besides Pass the Gravy Podcast Network, that we just started now, trademark.
Yeah. Number 1.
Branch Gravidian Podcast Network.
Ooh. You want to get some airtime? Join the cult. We'll
Do
put
Jake
you
and
on.
Amir have a cult for their podcast?
I don't think they do.
That's weird.
Hmm.
I guess we're bigger.
What about bitches?
Sam and I stayed at our first Airbnb this trip.
Ooh.
We stayed in San Marcos because, South by Southwest is going on.
It's a little expensive, yeah.
A little
A little pricey.
Mm-hmm.
So, was there anything weird going on? I've only stayed at one Airbnb, too, and I didn't, figure out the details on it. We went with a group, and my friend Diane kind of set all that stuff up. But, it's weird when you're, you feel like you're kind of, intruding in someoo's house, but there's no one there.
Yeah.
So you're just
It was someone's guest house, so someone was
nice.
in the other house. I would see them walking every now and then, if I go outside. And
what?
That felt a little weird. But, yeah, it was really decorated. There was furniture everywhere. There's a bunch of pictures of, I assume, this family. I don't know.
Maybe models. We don't know.
Yeah. But, it came with, there was a fridge there, a stove. They even had a washer and dryer.
Did they have food in the fridge?
They had condiments, I think.
Because, we went and they had, canned food and stuff, and we got drunk, and one of my friends cooked it, and I was like, I don't think we can cook that stuff. And she was like, no, it's part of we rented the house. And I was like, okay.
If it's in the fridge,
that's cool.
Fair play.
But I was just I don't think I personally would have done it.
Yeah.
But, I was glad that she made food. So then, I benefited from it. So I'm just as bad if that's bad. But I don't know. I don't have very good Airbnb etiquette.
Yeah, we brought a little bit of our own food because we didn't think that they would have food.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also part of the not cool
food
little tease,
Ooh.
something like that. I had to buy something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my sister, one of the Airbnbs she stayed at, they failed to mention that, while you're staying at our house, we're leaving our cats there, so you need to take care of them for us.
Those are outdoor cats, right? Because we just let them go.
No, luckily my sister and her wife are cat people already.
Oh, really?
So shocker on that one. But they were just like, well, what the fuck? You're leaving us with your animals. What if you just let sick fucking crazy people...
Did they get a discount on it? Because I feel like you
I don't think
should
so.
if you're having to pet sit.
No. Because I think they were just like, well, we didn't say there wasn't pets.
Because people get paid money.
But I mean, they're also
People pay-
cats. As long as there's food out.
But people
whatever.
pay people money to house sit with their pets.
Yeah, Sam's professor does that.
So you could argue your sister should have been like, hey, well, what's up? Why don't here's $10. So I think
Yeah,
we're
we
good,
paid
right?
you $300 for the Airbnb, but I charge $400 a day for cat sitting. So
How great would it be if your Airbnb just gave you chores, but you got price you got stuff knocked up the
That'd be
price.
dope.
Now, okay, there's also a lawnmower in the garage. So if you find any time this weekend to possibly mow the yard and edge, we'll deduct about $75.
I would do that.
That's
shit.
a good idea.
I was a little worried when we got there because when we entered the Airbnb, there were just a bunch of fans on. So we thought there was no AC. And it's
Oh, that would have been
90
brutal.
degrees, I think, that day in San Marcos. But there was AC. Luckily, we found it.
I fucking love San Marcos though, man. I miss it.
Oh yeah.
So nice. Especially because anytime you want to go float, oh look, there's a river in the middle of campus. Let's just hop on.
Yes, that's true.
I got drunk a couple times too when I would just get my tube and throw it in the middle of the pool at pool parties. Just float around. Good times.
Okay, so that's to your where you been then, huh?
Where I've been.
All right. Well, let's tell you guys quickly about Blue Apron. How about them? They are the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the United States. If you ordered from blueapron.com/PTG this week, you're going to get some Philly-style cheesesteaks that look delicious from this picture. Crispy catfish, Middle Eastern chicken, chickpea salad, sweet chili stir-fry, creamy cavatelli and zucchini, frigola sarda pasta, and zesty tomato sauce, soy glazed pork meatloaf, and spiced tomato and coconut chicken. Sounds like a hell of a week's worth of food. So like I said, you can get it all by signing up at blueapron.com/PTG. That's blueapron.com/PTG. You're going to get $30 off your first order and free shipping. So do it right now. It's easy. It's flexible. There's a variety of different options, and it's guaranteed freshness every time. blueapron.com/PTG. Go to blueapron.com/PTG. We're literally giving you $30 in free food and free shipping as well. Go to blueapron.com/PTG. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Girl.
All right. Let's move along to a segment we've teased for about 3 weeks, I feel like. We keep saying we need to bring it back. And it's like, we haven't done it yet. And I think you've done Future News once, right?
One time.
And now we're doing it for a second time. We tried to make it a monthly thing, and I don't think we did it last month. It's going to be like a monthly thing if we remember.
Yeah.
That's going to kind of be how this thing.
And then if not, then it's just bi-monthly. There we go.
Whenever we figure. It's just, it's periodical.
Yeah.
Periodical. But,
quarterly.
Yeah. We can definitely do it quarterly for sure. But Future News is basically, like a lot of times the news gets old these days. You just kind of see the same shit over.
Especially these days.
Oh my God. It's like, I've already heard about United Airlines killing a dog. We'll get to that later. But still, like, oh my God, this is so obnoxious. Oh, did you know Stephen Hawking died? We'll also get to that later. But like, yeah.
David Hogg is saying some more retarded shit on camera.
You can only cover so much shit, and it gets old after a while. And you just feel like, I know this. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you the news you don't know yet. It's the future news. This is news that hasn't happened yet. It may actually not happen. But if it does happen, we also did this so we have to like tell people that they have to credit us if we call anything that's happened already. So be sure if you see any of these things that we're about to tell you, when you see them happen, you comment on any tweet or whatever that's told about it and be like, hey, Pastor Gravy said it first. They called it. Please credit them for breaking this story first. So why don't we do it here? We're all going to go around the room, and we got a couple of minutes. We got 2 minutes. Let's do it. It's Future News.
Live from the Pastor Gravy Studios, this is Future News.
Well, guys, it's been a very eventful March Madness tournament. The Arizona Wildcats are your national champions in college basketball.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
How about that? Also, I don't know if you saw this, but Donald Trump officially received his Nobel Peace Prize for successfully negotiating a deal with Kim Jong-un and getting him to give up his nuclear arsenal.
It's about time he got that medal.
Finally, let's give this guy a pat on the back.
Yeah.
We'll go to Twitter to see what you guys have to say. Pat, what do you got?
In the 2019 Olympics, once again, America blows out the competition.
Woo! USA!
Beating our last record of 50 golds and 223 overall medals.
Wow.
Michael Phelps came out of retirement, won 2 more gold medals in swimming, and on a sadder note, a Russian javelin thrower missed and accidentally killed 2 people with 1 throw. So,
that happens,
it's the risk you take.
Best athletes in the world. Sometimes things go wrong.
And
Bobby jokes?
This just in.
Ooh.
Statistics have been proven to be statistically false.
What? Stats aren't always accurate. Well, how about that? Did you also guys... United Airlines is under fire again after they allegedly told a passenger to put their toddler in the overhead compartment, and he died on the flight. They're trying to claim that they were ignorant to that, but it's pretty obvious. We've got cell phone video of this. Not a good look for United.
Speaking of dying, local radio personality or podcast personality Alex Middleton has turned into a soccer ball.
A soccer ball?
After watching 30 days, 24 hours a day, soccer.
Well, man, that'll be interesting.
I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
I know. I would have assumed hooligan. But a soccer ball itself, interesting.
But speaking of soccer, West Ham United avoided relegation this year. Just narrowly did that
Close
one.
one.
And then also in sports, Tiger Woods won the Masters for the first time since 2005. Good to see Tiger Woods back and getting off the schneid.
Tiger.
And that should about do it for Future News, even though we've got a little bit of time left.
Future news.
Yeah, we didn't have enough stuff.
No, I kind of sped through mine.
Yeah, me too. But oh well.
I was like, as I started, I was like, damn, how much time did Alex do? How long is 2 minutes?
Right? 2 minutes is way too long. But so remember, if any of that happens, Pastor Gary called it first. Please let everybody know. And you can follow us on Twitter.
No, I mean, I think I'm definitely going to be right on this one. Now, my medal count might be off.
But you're right somehow.
Because I don't think Phillips is coming back.
Right.
So we're probably going to drop off.
You never know. That's at least 2, according to you.
Yeah, at least 2.
So if you want to follow us on Twitter, gang, we are at Pass the Gravy Pod. I'm at Alex J Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dion, and Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Also, hit that like button on fucking Facebook, guys. Let's get
that shit.
Let's get our Facebook likes up. And if you're not following us on the Twitter, like we said, do that. And then the 5-star reviews on iTunes. We got to get those going, guys. Leave us that 5-star review. That's how you get in the cult. I don't know why more of you haven't done it. 5 stars. Roast us, talk shit, whatever you want to on the review, but just give us the 5 stars, and we'll read. If we can get enough roasts compiled on our review page, we will read them all. That's our whole goal. That would be pretty funny, I thought, but okay, nobody's been doing it.
I feel like they're silently roasting us by not voting for Robert instead of us in the polls.
Don't give them ideas.
That's what they're doing.
All right, let's get into Comeback Kid. Is that where we're at next? Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, I've got a good one to start us off with. O.J. motherfucking Simpson.
The juice.
Back again. The juice was loose, and he was getting a little loose on this interview. They had a 2006 interview that kind of coincided with his book, If I Did It, and basically went over the book, sort of like details in the book, but it was canned because the Goldman family was suing for the rights to the book that they later got, and so this interview just went away. Fox picked it up and threw it on Sunday night, and you basically get to hear OJ hypothetically, quote unquote, talk about what happened at the murder. It was pretty eerie. I've read If I Did It before, and so if you had read the book, it wasn't anything that wasn't in the book, but it was the first time I've ever seen or heard OJ in his words, like vocally saying
hey,
what happened.
This is what I did. Allegedly.
I looked at him and he was trying to get in some sort of karate position, and so I grabbed the knife, and then I blacked out. I came to. There was all kinds of stuff everywhere, and she's like, "What kind of stuff?" Blood. So that's just stuff. And then he made up a friend. He made up Charlie was who he went to the scene with.
And here's the thing. If you're going to make up why you did it, why would you make up that you blacked out? Mm-hmm. That makes for an interesting story plotline. And then during the murders, I don't remember anything. Skip to later on in the book.
But then there was a lot of blood, and I had a knife in my hand that was also bloody, so it looked bad. And then he talks about taking off the glove and putting the glove down there. And he's like, "Why did you take that fucking glove off, bro?" But then they had, what was annoying to me, because I figured they were going to do this. It was a 2-hour special, and it could have been 30 minutes if you just played the interview.
Yeah.
But they have the Sports Center it. Or do ESPNify it. We're like, "No, we've got these panelists. Now, this lady is a domestic abuse survivor, and she's very against it. This lady knew Nicole Brown Simpson. This is Christopher Darden, prosecuting attorney on the case. He's the guy that got him to try the glove on. And Christopher Darden, who I'm pissed because Sterling K. Brown hosted Saturday Night Live, and he played Christopher Darden in the show last year, and he got OJ the Emmy of his EGOT so far. He's got an Oscar and Emmy. He won last year, basically. Not him specifically, but works about him. And Sterling K. Brown played Christopher Darden, and then he played he was on Saturday Night Live, and then the next day you see the real Christopher Darden. I was like, "Where's Sterling? Bring bring my Chris Darden back." Christopher Darden had so many sour grapes over and the glove, blah blah blah. I was like, "Well, hey, remember when you got him to try it on? Even though everybody said, hey, don't get him to try a glove on because those things shrink when they've been sitting in liquid." And he's got to have a rubber glove on when he tries it on, and it would look really bad if that glove didn't fit perfectly, and it could maybe lose us the case. And this whole Mark Furman thing, him being a Nazi and not liking black people, also a really bad look already. Yeah. Maybe don't do that, and he still did it. And it's just there was a lot of evidence, and I'm pretty sure OJ did it now. And also DNA wasn't really big then.
Well, thanks for joining 1991.
No, but it's just it's funny though that he was so bitter about like that one part of it. Really, like you should be upset that OJ's walking free. I understand that,
Right.
but just like that was what he was really.
If you were
focused
really
on.
upset, you know, you would take a gun and go kill him yourself like a real man. But you know,
Eye for an eye.
yeah.
Boondock Saints, what would they do?
Oh, they'd fucking kill his
It's
ass.
vigilante justice. That's a
Boondock-
very St. Patrick's Day
Boondock
reference
Saints
for
would
us.
have prayed for him and then shot him in the back of the fucking head.
So like O.J. Simpson, I love that he's back, and it's like he's been a comeback kid 15 times on this show. I feel like, and yeah, I'm gonna bring him up every time.
He's gonna
but
get fucking rich again, like loaded fuck. Like
I
even
just
all
want him
the
to
money
come
that
to
he has
town and
pay
sign
back-
autographs. That's what I just want an autograph from him. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. It's funny that like he doesn't do anything. You don't hear about him. You don't hear about him. You don't hear about him. Then boom, O.J. Simpson. Did you see this?
How does he not have a Twitter yet?
I don't know.
Like I feel like that would be right up his alley.
So the other day when I was murdering my like he would probably incriminate himself too much. But that was crazy that
It's
like
past the statute of limitations.
double jeopardy. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But it's like so basically you can just come out and be like, yeah, I murdered that bitch. Like, you could say that and you can't do anything about it.
If I had murdered
If
that bitch,
I murdered her, and here's a specific, very detailed description of what I would have done had that alleged thing that looks very similar to the actual thing happened.
yeah,
So OJ, he's a comeback kid. Good to have him back in the news.
juice.
If you haven't watched the interview, just go watch like the highlights of it because it'll show like the 3-minute clip that basically explains the murder, and that's just like it's
okay,
eerie.
yeah, that's all I want to see.
It's eerie.
Yeah,
It's eerie, but it's cool, and it's always good to have OJ to talk about again, even if he does occasionally murder people. Another thing that is back is green. You know, it's St. Patrick's
I'm wearing
Day.
it.
St. Patty's.
it's my favorite color.
You're wearing the Pass the Gravy podcast Lucky AF St. Patty's
And
Day
I do
tee.
look pretty
I
good,
like
if
that.
I
Yeah,
say so
you
myself.
look great, bud. And I think did you lose some weight? Because it makes it look like you lost weight. Is that what these
No.
shirts do? Is that what these shirts do?
Possibly, I would assume so. More so if it was a black shirt, but you know,
African American shirt. There's no room for racism. So it's St. Patty's Day. Green is back. Like Irish shit is back. Shillelaghs, I'm assuming, are probably back.
well, you gotta love a good shillelagh.
Green beer, that's a good one.
Green beer, oh, love it.
And now I feel like they're kind of phasing out green beers if you go to the bars. I mean, they do still have green beers, but I feel like now they're just doing green cans because it probably saves them some time.
Well, I know the bar that I've historically gone to, not every year, but a lot of years, you can actually get green colored beer from like Bud Light, like the kegs.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
I remember in high school when we were underage, we would used to like
Food coloring.
Yeah, St. Patty's Day always fell on like a spring break or like the
Yeah.
weekend of spring break, and so we would always do shit. But we would just go buy it, and like we didn't have pitchers or kegs like they do now. We would just get like pour regular beer into a cup and then squirt,
Yeah.
and then your mouth and your teeth just turned green because like it wasn't
Yeah.
like thinned out by all of the other beer. It was just like, I just put half a bottle of green, and then
And
like
you run out so fucking quick.
oh, it was so
then
bad.
you just try and use the same cup, and hopefully there's still green residue left in there.
and then it starts kind of turning like
Yeah.
a lighter color of green, and then it's just finally gone.
And then after a while, you don't even care anymore because you're shit faced.
Pretty much, yeah. So green is back. St. Patrick's Day is back. If you guys aren't doing anything on St. Patrick's Day, might I recommend heading down to Lucky's Pub in downtown Houston and hanging out with myself from at least 11 to 2. I'm going to be doing the morning show. I work on the Rod Ryan show. I'll be hanging out there, and it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to get lit. And Pat, you gonna try and make it out there?
I don't think so.
No?
I think I'm gonna be at Stars.
Why? You think you're too good for us?
Well, just because I know how drunk I'm gonna get, and I know I'm gonna want to go home. And if I drive out there, I'm gonna drive back, which is a bad idea. And I don't want to Uber all the fucking way out to downtown and then Uber back on surge pricing day.
That's
Because
a good
you
call.
know it's gonna be surge
a
pricing.
good
So
call.
I don't feel like paying fucking $80 for a ride down and back. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hammered at Stars like I do every year. I'm gonna drink green beer. I'm gonna drink fucking Irish car bombs. I'm gonna put on $40 worth of music on the jukebox of just fucking Irish shit.
Is he gonna this?
Probably not this.
Shamrocks and Shenanigans from House of Pain?
Probably not. This doesn't usually make it in there. There's
mean,
a lot of Flogging Molly. There's a lot of Dropkick Murphys.
St. Patty's Day theme.
There's the High Kings, which is just an Irish fucking male group that
Cranberries.
sings dope shit. No, not the Cranberries. They're
They're Irish.
yeah, but it's not Irish music.
Don't you have to let it linger?
Might play some Macklemore.
Yeah, I didn't
Some
know.
Irish celebration.
I didn't know he had a Irish like St. Patty's Day
It's
song.
fucking amazing. Like, it's not a good song, but it's so goddamn good.
It's not good at all.
It's fucking
like
great.
the beat's
Well,
pretty
you're not
dope.
Irish. You don't get it.
I am Irish.
You're Irish?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're not Irish enough if you don't
American
love
and
this.
Irish. The two best. You could argue. Right? Name another one.
Well, like,
They'd be
everything
better.
from America is from somewhere
Well,
else.
good.
What else is it besides?
I don't identify with any of that besides Ireland.
I mean, I wish I could just not identify with being French Canadian, but it's not true. I'm half French Canadian, so there it is. Yeah, all we have is George St. Pierre. I know it's a weak it's a weak ass fucking
Patrick
existence,
Waugh,
but-
right?
I guess.
French Canadian.
But
we're gonna
like,
get to the words.
That's also why I'm the whitest person ever. I'm French Canadian and Irish. Can't really come up with a wider mix than that.
British, but I guess
just
Irish
as white.
is British as well. So you're in Britain, isn't it?
Ireland.
Or Northern Ireland, right?
No, we don't claim them.
But like you're still part
We
of.
don't claim Britain.
You play like in the Olympics. They're under Great Britain, right?
Yeah, but we don't like that shit. We're just too lazy to fucking secede.
No, I still think you're like in Great Britain. It took me
Yeah.
forever. Like I recently
That's
learned
true.
that like Great Britain was not its own thing. Like, I always was like, why is England and then, but like no, there's four
Yeah,
countries.
you really just now got that.
Well, like not like just
I'm
now,
actually
but
proud
like,
of you that you just said
fairly
4 and not 3,
recent.
because most people say actually it's back to 3 though.
because the Brexit.
No, Scotland.
Did they?
The Brexit, yeah,
Was that what it was?
yeah. It was oh no, Brexit was different. That was them leaving the EU. But I'm almost positive Scotland backed out of Great Britain too. I know they had a vote. I don't remember. It's foreign shit. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Why do we care?
I don't pay
Was
attention.
there soccer in it?
Unless it's West Ham, I don't give a fucking
Yeah.
fuck.
Fucking. I'm not blowing bubbles about any of that shit.
Yeah.
But dude, watching the West Ham game was dope because at the end, going out to the field and then coming back at half, everybody was blowing fucking bubbles
Yeah.
all over the fucking stadium. It was dope, dude.
Yeah.
I was like,
Did you watch Green Street Hooligans?
No, I did. I tried to. So it's not like streaming. I couldn't stream it anywhere. It's not on iTunes.
There's other sites you can go to.
I don't like doing that.
Well, go to fucking
I'll probably just buy it on Amazon.
yeah. Like it's probably like it's.
But then I
literally-
gotta wait 2 days.
It's literally probably like $8. No, dude. Oh, well, you said on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait 2 days. to
Whatever,
get
dude.
it.
It's worth it. It's fucking because then you're gonna get even more into West Ham.
Right. I mean, like I'm a fan, so this like you can't
You
say
have
I'm
to.
not a fan.
You have to. It's
You-
about their fucking.
It's a documentary, basically.
Damn it! Now I'm forgetting what the fuck their hooligan shit is called.
Green Street Hooligans.
No, I mean the Green Street Elite, but like there's a term for all like it's not kits, it's not clubs, it's fucking
Supporters.
something like that. No, whatever. Now we're just rambling.
Anyway,
wasting
yeah.
time.
So Green is back. The White House. Bobby Joke said this one. It's back, and I guess Jose Altuve goes along with that too.
Yeah.
Memes with it
Yeah.
because the Astros, the World Series champion Astros, got to visit Donnie Trump.
firms, that's what they're called.
Firms.
Yeah.
But the Astros visited Donald Trump at the White House this week, and big news was that they showed up, and everybody was like, "I can't believe that my team would support this presidency." It's just like fucking like let them go.
Dude,
They fucking won.
You're accepting an honor.
I don't understand why people get mad. Like I don't give a fuck if you do go. I don't give a fuck if you don't go. I
Right.
didn't win the championship. I watched you do it, so you get to make that decision. Like if you don't agree with the president, don't go. So I think 3 guys didn't go: is Correa, Beltran, and Giles.
Yeah.
And then the big story though was Jose Altuve like staring
story.
at the back. Well,
Yeah,
it's, just,
it's fake news though, bro.
but it was funny because he's like staring at the back of his head, and it looks like he's like what? And but have you seen the clip where he's like Matt Damon? Was that Matt Damon? Someone was asking him about Matt Damon. Oh, he's a big
haven't seen that
star.
one.
Yeah, somebody said Matt Damon was very impressed with your performance this post. He's like, wow, Matt Damon, and you could tell it was like
what the fuck is that accent you're doing?
I'm trying to do Jose Altuve, but it's not a very
It
good.
sounded like Norwegian or some shit.
Well, yeah, maybe that was what it was.
But yeah, like it kind of sucks that Jose Altuve had to come out and say like I wasn't like mean mugging him. I was just paying attention to
Yeah,
him.
it's the president. I'm not gonna be joking around
Yeah.
right fucking behind him, guys.
It's fucking obnoxious that everybody's like, gotta put a political spin on it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, oh,
Right.
my president or my favorite second baseman feels the same way I do about this presidency. He's like, do you know that, or did you just see a picture that now you're judging?
You know, it's also very possible that he's from Venezuela and he doesn't give a flying fuck about our politics.
Right. He doesn't give two.
He plays baseball and lives life like he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. And then the next day he posted a the picture on Twitter of him mugging the trophy, and they were like, "I hate the trophy."
Oh yeah, that was the fucking best. Oh, dude, I laughed so hard. But then, he had to throw out a picture of him, shaking Donald's hand, too, to, prove, yeah, there's no animosity, you dickheads. Quit trying to fucking say I'm doing shit I'm not.
Champagne going under my eye. So I kind of, hide
This is
in
that
the corner. And Berlander found me there. He brought everybody.
Berlander.
The champagne. I was like, okay, I'm going the other corner. So I was celebrating, but from the outside. I like to look.
From the outside looking in.
Okay. Just
Berlander had to come and find me.
I understand the actor Matt Damon is saying he's rooting for you guys because he's become a big Jose Altuve fan. And I don't know anybody who's not honestly a fan who appreciates the game and sport.
You said Matt Damon?
Matt Damon, the actor.
wow.
That was big.
That's big. You said Matt Damon?
I like his movies. Matt Damon. Wow. You could
That's
tell.
so fucking awesome.
You could tell he's so annoyed with all these questions, and then just zoning out.
Oh, wait, you listen to
Matt
Matt
Damon. Wow. I love his movies. That's big. So that was
Oh, that was fucking great.
Matt Damon. Wow. All right. So the White House is back. Also back, and we kind of teased this earlier, is United Airlines. Now, I definitely mentioned this earlier. There was a family with a French bulldog. That first off, you shouldn't fly with those kind of dogs, like bulldogs and Frenchies and dogs that have whatever it's the snout where it's pushed in. They have breathing problems, anyways, usually, and so putting them up at a higher altitude puts them more susceptible for having problems and issues in the air. And a lot of dogs routinely die, getting transported and stuff like that, especially when they're down in the cargo. But they had a dog. They got the permission to bring the dog on the flight, and they had the dog in a carrier. And a airline attendant had to come and tell them that you had to put your dog in the kennel up in the overhead bin and close it. And there's no airflow in that. And then the people, which I don't understand, this family complied with it. And then the dog kept barking, and then the dog stopped barking, and everybody's like, okay, the dog finally went to sleep. Dog died.
Yeah.
They land, and then this guy on his Twitter was basically explaining I sat behind him. I thought I was the luckiest guy in the world because I got to sit behind a dog on the plane. Who doesn't want that? And then he said that he saw them at the end. They took out the kennel and they were calling for him to come out, and he didn't come out. They opened it, and the dog was just dead. And it was because he fucking suffocated to death.
Yeah.
So then they were like, well, when he was barking, he was probably barking to try and get help instead of just being obnoxious. And to me, I think it's partially on the family because I wouldn't have done that. If it was my dog, I'd be like, fuck you. All right, I'm getting off the plane. I'll figure out whatever I got to figure out.
Right.
I'm going to make sure I'm not going to put my dog in an overhead bin where it can't breathe. And I get that they might not have known that it couldn't breathe in that overhead
but also,
bin.
you know what? How about you get a real fucking dog? How about you don't have a dog that can fit in an overhead compartment?
Yeah, I mean, I think Frenchies are pretty cool.
Frenchies are pretty cool.
Frenchies are cool. I would get a Frenchie if it wasn't $9 million.
You see, there's so many questions I've had about this too. One, how the fuck were they allowed to bring it on the plane if it wasn't a service animal?
Because you can you have to buy. I think you have to buy tickets for them. But if you bought a ticket for the dog, then the dog would be sitting in the thing.
It's in that goddamn seat.
So then they didn't buy a ticket. Maybe it was a service animal.
I'd be like, fucking call TSA. I bought my ticket for this shit. I have the right to put it here.
I don't think that was the case.
Two, another one that I saw somebody bring up, and they're like, well, you know what? Maybe if your dog's fucking barking, you should fucking check on it. And somebody in the comments was like, well, there was actually a lot of turbulence and they couldn't get up to check on. I don't give a fuck if there's turbulence.
Yeah.
If my dog is barking and shit, I'm going to stand up and check on my fucking dog. And then if the flight, sir, you need to get back in your seat. Yeah, cool. I just had to check on my dog real quick to make sure it wasn't dying.
I mean, I feel like a lot of it was put on the fact that I think she was an 11-year-old girl whose dog was, but she was with her family. And so the family should have known. But I feel like they handled it not as well as they could have.
It was handled poorly on all sides. But
right, but it was United being them doing
stop fucking up, because I like flying. United's my favorite to fly.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the only person in the entire world that I've ever heard say that.
Because I'm the only person that doesn't give a shit about all the PR stuff.
Well, I love that everybody's like, I will never, ever in my life fly United. And I wanted to do a big tweet like that. I will never, ever, ever in my life, ever under any circumstances fly United unless where I'm going to has a cheaper deal through United, in which case I will definitely fly United again, but I won't be happy.
Yeah, I grew up flying Continental. So, they merged with United. And that's
but I don't, I've never had an airline preference.
That's
it's like gas stations. Do you have a gas station preference? I get, you go to the gas station by your house, but, have you ever been well, I'm not going to a Shell.
Right.
That's what that is to me.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, and especially ever since like Southwest made bigger seats and everything, and Southwest stopped being a shit airline, there's really no difference now.
Southwest's kind of the king now, isn't it? Like
They
everybody
do
brags
well.
about Southwest, right?
They do
They're the
well.
ones that do the singing when you get on board.
I don't know,
Instead
but
of the,
also I just like that. Like, if I were to fly out of Hobby, I gotta actually like Google where I'm going. Like, I've been to George Bush so many times because that's where I've always flown out of. I can fucking completely just stop paying attention and auto tune myself way to, like, just auto drive my ass all the way up there, and I don't have to think about it. So like that's also why
I like that Southwest
fly United
eliminated classes. You know, like I don't like having to see the elite first class.
Oh, I forgot they did that. Yeah, no, fuck Southwest. Fuck them. I'm not.
Yeah,
trying to,
but like you
I'm
can
not trying
pay.
to fly a Marxist goddamn airline.
But it's kind of
where
dope when
everyone's
you get in that
equal.
first group and you're like, oh yes, guess who gets the first row?
But then again, also, if you want to fly first class, you're probably not flying Southwest anyway because you're not
That's
trying
true.
to find budget ones.
That's a very good point.
Maybe fly Spirit.
Yeah, Spirit. So Spirit were the people that made that girl flush her quote unquote emotional support hamster down the toilet.
Ever had a good time on Spirit, and also
But Spirit's like it's like $5, isn't it?
Yeah, but also Spirit did that girl a favor. Like if you've got an emotional support hamster, you're not going to make it through life.
We're gonna see how your emotions handle this. Let's go.
Yeah. I was traumatized. It's a fucking hamster.
What's
Go
it
spend
do?
$20 and get a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, but he had
They feed
personality.
those to
No, he
snakes.
didn't. He was a fucking rat.
But Spirit Airlines makes a girl flush her hamster down the toilet, and like a week later, we all forgot about that. Like United, you're fucked. You killed a dog.
Yeah.
Dogs, like we said earlier, I like dogs more than people. Most people
but
feel
you know
that
how
way.
United's going to get through this? Without saying anything about it, they're going to bump down prices for a little bit.
They'll beat
People will
they'll
keep
beat up a
flying it,
doctor and drag him
and
off
then
the
they'll-
flight. Oh, they already did that.
That guy was being a fucking dick.
No, he was being a dick, but you still can't like hit him and then drag him out of the
He
flight.
sure as hell can. Because they fucking did it.
They did.
And they're still there.
Yeah.
So guess what? Apparently you fucking can.
That's true.
How about doctor? Yeah, it's an inconvenience, but you know what? How about you don't inconvenience every other person on the flight? You got randomly selected, fucking deal with it. Get off the goddamn plane.
I know. I think that, like people grandstand a little too much now
Yeah.
because there's social media and it's like, well, look, I can show how wronged I was, and then you're gonna have Carol in North Carolina that's never fucking been on a plane before be like, that's wrong. It's like, no, that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes that shit happens.
Sometimes air travel sucks. Deal with it.
Like I've been stuck
It's
in
be-
delays
it's
and stuff. You
better
just
than
like,
driving.
my whole goal is just to not be that guy at the airport
Yeah.
because there's already plenty of that guys. Like just I don't walk around listening to my music without headphones in. I don't FaceTime and loudly talk to my family from the gate or
Oh
on
my
the
God,
plane.
it's the worst.
I'm not making loud phone calls talking shit about like, well, you better tell so and so that if he doesn't do that, like I'm not doing that when I get on the plane. I'm not the first guy that like wants to like because there's always you land and then somebody's got to make that first phone call. It's like blah 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 blah. blah. And like, hey man, like just you can text.
Or the person
You
that
can
as
text.
soon as you land has to jump up out of their seat and
stand
like,
and just-
and, like
oh,
run past
oh.
everyone. Like, dude, just fucking wait.
They're like, no one's gotten
Just
up
wait.
yet, and they're just standing. You're like, what are you doing? You're wasting everybody's time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so airlines, they're back. They're a comeback kid. United Airlines specifically. Don't kill dogs. Don't kill
Don't do
dogs.
it.
People don't forget that shit. People don't forget that shit. Then our final comeback kid of the week that I have, or no, I got one more after this, but Stephen Hawking is back.
Is he more of a go-away kid?
Well, I mean, he's back in the news at least.
Okay.
He's back. The inventor of the computer and the wheelchair.
It's his final comeback.
Yeah, is it one more? Unless some invention he made gets big. And
Yeah,
then
or
we
like
can
somebody
bring that
finds a paper that he wrote that he forgot
up. Or they make a
about.
statue of him. Maybe his funeral is crazy and something happens.
Yep,
You
I
never
take
know.
it back. This will not be his
It's
final
possible.
comeback.
But very likely that it is, right? So Stephen Hawking, the man that invented the wheelchair and the computer, passed away, and this is kind of going on. Like this is the first time I've really seen it with someone that wasn't like a musician. Where you know how you have the big, it was an Office bit where was it Stoney Robinson died? Robert, when Ryan was like, "Oh, I can't." It was Smokey Robinson died.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "No, not Smokey. I was such a big fan." And he like knew like one, "Tears of a Clown." It was from that song, "Tears of a Clown," changed my life. And then like, well, name one, just name any other song of his. You just don't get it. And it's like everybody's trying to be so deeply like, I've seen so many people are heartbroken over the news of Stephen Hawking. It's like, bitch, you didn't fucking know anything about Stephen Hawking. Like you thought he was an expert in cosmetology.
There's a smart guy in the wheelchair. Okay.
Well, like you didn't I've never like had my life changed by anything with fucking Stephen Hawking.
But he's a dope dude.
He's probably invented stuff that I use. But like I don't just research
No, he hasn't.
shit.
He doesn't invent shit.
Well, he comes up with ideas.
No, he like proved the existence of black holes or theorized it at least.
So he bridged the gap in race relations, you could argue. White guy figuring out black holes.
I was about to say, did you just make a porn reference with Stephen Hawking?
Well,
oh yes,
interracial porn is a thing.
Good.
So you could say that Stephen Hawking like kind of made
on
interracial
my
porn
wheelchair.
a thing. Oh yeah, that's from Family Guy, right? When they're having sex. Yes.
Not so fast.
Stop.
You're on my hair.
Harder. If we can find that.
Oh, but yeah, dude, Stephen Hawking, he was just dope. Like everyone fucking just understands, he was a dope dude. He was important for the fucking world, and it sucks that he's gone.
Ez most annyira jó. Nekem is. Erre vártam.
Oh, it's in Spanish.
Spanish version.
Na, ne ilyen durván.
It's still funny.
I don't even know if that's
it's
Spanish,
still funny.
dude. That's funny in any language. It doesn't matter.
I thought about this all day.
Okay, anyways. That's what this is the best part about Family Guy is those 15-second clips that they just throw to in the middle of it. That's like that time that I blank and then they show it.
Every episode's only like 10 minutes with like 11 minutes of fucking.
Because that's like I feel like that's exactly what well shit. All right, we have 10 minutes. Like what can we film? Like well, what if we just had Peter fighting a big ass chicken for like 6 minutes?
Those are the best.
Yep, we'll get to 22 minutes. We're done. Let's go. Yeah. Wrap it up. Call it a wrap. Like, what?
Dude, those are the fucking best. I loved when he fought the chicken in the crossover episode too.
That's pretty great. So Stephen Hawking's back, and everybody's trying to be super deep about it. Even like just if your friends are saying like quotes and shit, like they didn't fucking follow Stephen Hawking. No. Most people didn't, and if they did, they're just big nerds.
Oh,
so if they did, you call them a nerd.
I have one too.
Oh, what you got?
Comeback Kid.
Yeah.
Pie.
Oh,
Happy Pie Day, bro! It's
Pie Day. Did you know that? Oh, fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah. I got nothing past that. I just wanted to say that. Happy Pie Day, guys.
3.14. What is the next number?
159
6969696942069.
3.14159.
Fucking nerd, you know so much of this. You know so much. He's probably pretending he doesn't know.
No, really, all the way to 9 is all I know.
Well, you need like
no way, guys.
Times
go
tables.
Out there, eat some pie.
Maybe pizza.
Maybe some pussy.
There you go. It's also Steak and BJ Day.
It is Steak and BJ Day.
So,
but
you're probably listening to this on Thursday, so you missed it.
Hopefully you celebrated, ladies.
If you took care of her on Valentine's Day, that's the only time. If you didn't do anything for Valentine's Day you don't get anything.
Ladies, if he took care of you on Valentine's Day and you don't reciprocate, you're just a bad person.
Basically.
You're a selfish person.
But it's your body, so you do what you want. But we're just saying that it's kind of selfish if your boyfriend took care of you and you're not taking care of it.
Just give him your mouth.
And
that's
a
all
nice
we're saying
steak
today.
dinner.
Just give him your mouth.
It's not you don't have to put out, you know. Although I would argue probably giving a blowjob's more work than just getting fucked, right?
Well, if you're a lazy fuck, yeah.
If you're a chick.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're just fucking one of those ones that just lays
and a
there.
dude. I guess if you're a dude and you're getting fucked, it's probably easier to get fucked than give a blowjob, right? You just kind of lay there. Anybody.
Well, no, that's why the blowjob's easier for the guy. It's harder for the chick.
Or guy. We don't judge here. Whatever your preference is.
There you go. Yeah.
Here we go. We're all inclusive on this podcast.
Yeah.
Except for Nazis. We don't like Nazis.
No.
Or fucking
communists
or Burnley supporters. Or who I can't remember who.
We should look up. We really should look up who their rivals are.
Millwall is their rival.
Fucking Millwall. I should have known that.
But they're not even in our league.
Yeah. But
they got relegated. Those bitches fucking. How's League One doing, motherfuckers? You fucking piece of shit.
You pussy ass bitches.
So like, I bought a West Ham shirt on Amazon, and like the only other one that was Prime available just said Millwall are shit, and I was like, ha. Don't know what that means exactly, but
if you had watched
I'm gonna research.
Hooligans, you would have fucking.
They don't like Millwall.
No, that's their. Oh, they kick the shit out of each other.
And then I think there's somebody in the Premier League that they don't like either. I want to say it's like Everton or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's too much soccer. We're talking too much soccer.
That's way too much.
Funny jokes. Who's winning the Chelsea game? We got a breaking news update coming. That's hours later.
Barcelona 2-0.
Ooh, 2-0.
Barca.
Lionel Messi. That's how they sound. That's exactly how they sound over there.
That's true.
They're joining Sevilla. So you could say Sevilla knocked out an EPL team, and then Barcelona knocked out another EPL team. You know who didn't get knocked out in the last 2 days? West Ham.
West Ham.
They're not even in it, but they didn't get knocked out. So
they did not.
So you can say that's something that we can say that Manchester United and Chelsea can't say, right?
Yeah.
Who's lost the game in the last 2 days? Not us. Anyways, moving on then. We have one more comeback kid, and it's brackets. It's brackets. It's March Madness. It's Cinderella stories. It's the team playing hot at the right time. It's this guy's going to play on it's his final season. The seniors are getting it all done on the way out. Basically all that. Grayson Allen, a.k.a. Ted Cruz, a.k.a. Kevin Malone, basically.
A.k.a. the Zodiac Killer.
A.k.a. I like to kick people all the time. Try and trip people. Well, he's kicked before.
Yeah, but he tripped him with his ass, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's the dirtiest college player.
He's fucking awesome, and I love him. Because he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's probably not going to do much in the NBA, though. But
no.
It's back. All of the cliches, you're going to probably hear, and this has been overdone, made fun of anyways, but I can't even find True TV on my channel. It's the one with
Impractical Jokers?
Yep, that's it. Yep. That's the one show on
but nobody knows what channel it is. You just scroll until you see Impractical Jokers.
Yeah. Do you watch Impractical Jokers?
Fuck yeah. Not all the time, but if it's on, yeah, I've
seen it, and the people that really love it, but I've never it's funny, but it's never blown me away with just I have to watch this.
See, there'll be times when I sit down and I'll straight up watch it for 3 or 4 hours while it's on.
Well, maybe I shouldn't give up on it.
It's not amazing, but you can sit there and watch it for 4 hours and just laugh your fucking ass off.
Well, just college basketball is back. And college basketball was kind of back last week, but brackets are back. Everybody's talking about your bracket. First off, brackets in fantasy football, no one gives a fuck about your bracket. If you were dude, I had St. Bonaventure upsetting so-and-so and going to the Sweet 16. I can't believe it happened. No one fucking cares. Yeah. Nobody fucking cares about your random bracket. And then the worst thing than the bracket guy is the multiple bracket guys. Well, in this one I had this, and then this one I had this, but in this bracket
I filled out this is my better brackets this year, bro.
And I usually fill out multiple ones, but I just do it to see. I do it on the off chance that I hit I'm the one guy that hits the perfect bracket on the ESPN thing and I win a fucking car. That's all. That's I'm not gonna not.
My brother literally texted me 30 minutes ago. You want to be in a $10 bracket? And I go, no.
Dude, I totally. I'm the worst at that. I'm at last year I was in 6 different bracket things.
If you want to be in it, I can.
I'll throw $10 in.
Forward the email and.
I love because it's I have $10. Who doesn't have $10? But then I spend $120 and I don't win anything.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't care. I don't like college basketball. It does nothing for me. Notre Dame got fucked and they're not even in the tournament. So I don't.
You don't like college basketball. How do you know about it then?
Because I still watch it from time. I still watch Duke versus UNC every year because that's just good basketball. But overall, you watch college basketball and you're like, wow, this is slow and unappealing, and it's just not good.
So are we going to pick winners this year then?
I mean, when we get up to, Sweet 16 final, Elite 8 Final 4, I'll pick them. But, I'm not doing a fucking bracket.
Arizona, Villanova, North Carolina are my 3 teams that I'm picking to win. Not one of those 3, I'm going to say.
You're not going Virginia?
Fuck Virginia. They always lose. They always lose in the tournament.
They got the best defense in the
They always do, but then
but
that doesn't work out.
I think I saw today they also lost their 6-man.
But Virginia always has they're and Texas Tech is going to suffer from the same thing this year, I think. Not that I'm a college basketball expert, but just from what I've learned over the last couple of months or last month really, because I usually go really hard trying to learn everything so I can get ready to gamble in the tournament, mostly so I can gamble. Really, we go back to that again. But I've realized that Virginia's really good at slowing the game down, and that works perfectly in the regular season. Texas Tech is a very similar team to them. But when you come to a team that's fast paced and can do that and can beat that kind of defense, then you're fucked. And they get to a Sweet 16 almost every year, and that fucks them up. Or they find a high paced team that's got big guys that matches up well against them, and they get mismatched easily. And I think in a tournament game like that, a one and you're done kind of thing, Virginia's not going to make it all the way. They're not going to be able to put together enough consecutive wins to make it happen.
I just hope Trae Young puts up 35 points in the first round and Oklahoma still fucking loses.
I hope OU loses so bad.
They probably will, dude.
Sorry, Chris Kilvio. I know you love him, but fuck
everything I say about college basketball, you have to understand it's all shit that I've heard
Basically, yeah. That's what 99% of college basketball talking is anyway.
Like everything I've heard about their team this year, like they don't care, they don't play hard. They've got Trae Young, who's really good.
Well, no, earlier in the season they were the best team in the whole thing, and then they fell apart.
They've just completely fallen off the table.
Last month, basically since I started watching college basketball.
For like last 2 or 3 weeks, all I've heard is that every game they play, they show zero heart.
Yeah, and they still made the tournament somehow.
Yeah, which from what I've heard, it was bullshit that them and Syracuse beat out Notre Dame, but like. Whatever, because Notre Dame wasn't going to do shit anyway.
Yeah. That's what I don't understand that. Like, well, anybody could do anything if they got in. Yeah, they could, but they wouldn't.
But even no, you can't. Like the fourth 16 seed team. You know what I don't get is on these play-in games.
The 16
you're not the 16 seed. Like a lot of times you'll be the play-in team and then you're the 15 seed.
Yeah.
I've seen that. How the fuck does that make any sense?
Or the 11 seed is a big one.
You had to play your way into the tournament, yet you're not a 16 seed.
I think it's 16 and 11.
You're literally one of the last 4 teams in, and you're not one of the final, like the worst 4 teams. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't get that either. It's like you would think hypothetically there'd just be all like 16 seeds playing 16 seeds, but I guess they don't want you to just be like, oh, they're gonna lose anyways. They want the aspect because the first 2 years they did it, the team that like was the 11th seed that won the playing game won and like went to the Sweet 16. So I think they like that story. And they know that
it doesn't make any sense if you're on the bubble.
Just start the tournament on Tuesday if you want those extra games. Just fucking come on. Actually, don't start the tournament on Tuesday. There's nothing better than that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Where you're like, oh,
I can think about
any time of the day.
I can think about 40 different sports things that are better than that.
That's one of the best things in sports is that like for like 2 straight weekends you get to watch just anytime you want.
Care about college basketball at all? Like I'm telling you,
I only care about it this month.
I tried to watch it for years and it just nothing. It does nothing.
Well, it's because like the players don't stay and all that shit. I get it. I understand.
It's not even that. I don't think they should have to. I think they should be able to go at any moment they fucking want to. If they want to leave in the middle of the season.
No, I agree with you.
So
it's just like it's harder to like get attached to a team or anything, you know. Like when those guys change
like
so
not
much.
even a huge basketball overall. Like that's probably my 3rd favorite sport, maybe even 4th now. Like I'm really, really starting to get into hockey the last.
That's
couple
good.
years.
I like that. What about soccer? It's ahead of soccer.
Oh god, that's like 5.
Whoa, we're diehard West Ham fans now. So
yeah, but now that rugby's come to Houston, we might have to drop soccer down again and really get into these SaberCats, bro.
I don't know. They have to win something. Dynamo have won twice.
Okay.
So
there hasn't been anything for them to win yet.
Well, they better win this year then. That's all I'm saying.
I know we get a couple of Irish guys on the team.
There's a couple of Irish guys on probably every rugby team.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
All right. That was Comeback Kid. But the brackets in college basketball, March Madness, all that stuff. That like we did a whole bracket or a whole mock draft on that last week. But like this week we're gonna change it up, and obviously it's St. Patty's Day week. So I figured maybe we do a mock draft of Saints, and then I was like, well, I don't want to just do like Catholic Saints and shit like that. That's weird. Maybe New Orleans Saints. Nah, okay, maybe we could do like a whole thing of just Irish people, but like there's Bono, there's a couple of like Conor McGregor.
Fuck Bono.
There's like 4 to 6 Irish people that like I feel like most people would know, and then we're getting into like really kind of like you're grabbing for straws at that point. So I was like, let's just make it easy, not green
skills.
things. Yeah, like Liam Neeson is, Colin Farrell I believe is as
Cole
well.
Meany.
Who?
Cole Meany. If you saw him, you'd know who he is.
Okay, and I just figured, like we could do green things, we could do things that sound Irish, but let's just do a mock draft of Saints and Patricks. So like they've got to have Patrick in their name, and they can be a Saint of any kind. Okay, Colm Meaney. He looks Irish.
Colm is his first name.
It's a weird first name.
Right.
Now, who has the Twitter poll from this weekend?
I do.
Read your fucking results.
All right. Pat, 16%.
Bullshit.
Alex, 37%. Me.
Jesus Christ, it dropped that far?
Me, 47%.
That's 16%. Do you guys
Bobby
not
Jokes
like me or something?
Bobby Jokes wasn't not winning the entire time.
Yeah, he was right. Like, I get that I lost on that one because I went all main teams and you guys went, oh, weird, funny names. But you know what? The Fighting Irish would have kicked everyone's asses.
I don't know about that. I had Fighting Camels.
I had better names, dude. The Demon Deacons, come on, that's a great name.
Camels can spit on you.
This guy had 2 fucking quitters on his team, or chokers.
I had Shockers. I thought Shockers was just pretty great.
He had a fucking zucchini on his team.
Artichoke.
Whatever.
He actually had a pretty strong list, so I could understand him winning that one. But
strong with the
we're gonna end that.
bullshit.
We're gonna put it into it. We're doing a mock draft of Saints and Patricks. Now it can be any kind of Saint. It can be anybody with Patrick in their first name or their last name. Pat, you're even up for this one. So if you wanted to pick yourself, you have the first pick. We do it. We do it like the NFL draft. Whoever had the worst record or the least amount of percentages in the poll the week before goes first, followed by me. So Pat will go first, I'll go second, and then Robert will go third since he won. Do we want to start it off with our mock draft of Saints and Patricks?
First pick. I feel like this is pretty fucking obvious. And there's just no way to get it. Patrick fucking Swayze. The goddamn dirty dancer himself.
Okay.
The fucking roadhouse bouncer. Like, Patrick goddamn Swayze man's national treasure. Or was. R.I.P.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. I am going to go, and I'm glad you took him, actually. Like, he would have probably been my number 2 pick if he had taken who I'm going to take now. I feel like this was a pretty easy given one that everybody should have taken. It's fucking his week right now. He's got a day coming up. Saint fucking Patrick.
I knew that was an obvious one.
Fucking
but
Patrick,
I
guys.
had to get Swayze.
It's the guy that got the holiday. I'm going to go with him. I think that's a big get. Bobby Jokes, who you got?
I think I'm going to go with the King of Joy, Saint Nick.
Ooh,
Saint Nick.
That's a pretty good one.
Ooh, a little Christmas
Saint
theme. We got
Nicholas.
2 holidays off the board already. Wow.
All
All
right.
right, swinging around to the second round. Pat, who you got with your second overall pick?
I'm going with another Pat.
All right.
Mr. Miyagi himself, Pat Morita.
Pat Morita.
Mr. Goddamn Miyagi.
That's a pretty good one.
He's
That's a
a
pretty
great
good
man.
one. I gotta say, I didn't even have him on my list.
Yep.
So
not a
that
lot
was
of people
good.
know his first name is Pat.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Saint on this one again. I'm gonna go Drew motherfucking Brees, probably the greatest Saint of all time, New Orleans wise at least.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Jokes, who you got?
I'm going to go with Saint Jimmy from Green Day's American Idiot.
Huh?
What?
Saint Jimmy. He's like the main focus of the American Idiot album.
Oh, the album, the song. I was like, I don't remember them saying Saint Jimmy in the song. I guess we'll have to take Bobby's word for this.
That works. Pat, back to you. Round 3.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with a Saint at some point, so I'm gonna go with the man who the brewery is named after, Saint Arnold of Saison.
Oh, that's a good one.
Patron saint of drinking beer.
I had him on my short list. Don't know why I didn't pick him. Should have done that. Man, I'm really in a pickle right here. Because I think Bobby Jokes is going to steal him next and I want to take him out, I'm going to go Patrick Stewart.
Oh,
X-Men.
I was going to go next.
Yeah.
Dr. X,
Professor
right?
X. Fucking learn who he is.
Professor X. Oh, excuse me. He's just a less learned guy.
God damn it, I hate
He didn't
him.
go to school long enough.
You
So I'm going to
fucking
go
dick.
with Sir Patrick Stewart, right?
Yes.
He's knighted.
Yes.
Good, because that's what I'm going to say on the thing then. All right, so Bobby Jokes, who you got?
Well, he took mine, so I think I'm going to go with Patrick from SpongeBob.
Patrick Star. He was on my list.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah,
good.
he was
That's
on
a
my
good
list.
one.
He didn't quite make it, though.
That's a really good one, dude.
That's really good.
Fuck, Bobby Jokes got a good one in there.
All right, now I had a couple here that it
This
was
is
coming
your
down
final
to.
pick of the draft for you.
But as much as I like these other guys, I think final pick, got to go with an American hero, Pat Tillman.
Pat fucking Tillman.
Former safety for Arizona, for y'all that don't know. When after 9/11, he quit football, became an Army Ranger, ended up being killed over there. Goddamn American hero, Pat Tillman.
That's pretty good. Now, I've got 2 people. 3, I'm really trying to... I'm going to go Pat Sajak.
See, he was
I'm
on
going
my
to fucking
short
Pat
list.
Sajak.
He
I'm
was
going
on my
Pat
short
Sajak.
list.
I was just doing the whole thing in your head where I was like, there's 3 options. Don't think about it. Just say it. Pat Sajak. That's what I'm going with. Bobby Jokes, Mr. Irrelevant for the third time again. Who do you have?
I'm going to go Patrick Warburton.
Oh, that's a great one. I love
Putty
Patrick.
or Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah.
As some would remember.
Or from B-Movie.
From B-Movie, yeah. And then there was that
His most famous
Rules of Engagement.
Rules
the
of
TV
Engagement
show.
I fucking love. I still watch it all the time.
Kind of a stupid show, but it's
But
like
great.
stupid
But he's
funny
great.
at least. Yeah. So Patrick Warburton is a
Let's
solid
us
one.
not forget from Seinfeld as well.
It's Putty. That's what I said.
Oh, that's okay. I always forget his name. All right, man. I think this is gonna be a tough one. We all had some good ones in there.
So I just found out Facebook has a polling tool now too, so we can do a Facebook poll as well as a Twitter poll this week and try
and then just combine total votes
and try and get to the bottom of it. Yeah, or we can see if Bobby Jokes is making all these Kevin Durant burner accounts like we think he has. Like
I'm convinced.
Like how many Twitter accounts you got?
I only have one,
allegedly.
But I think what it really
+9
is like the audience is kind of like trolling you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that.
I don't know. I'm kind of assuming that a lot of our listeners just fucking hate me. But like,
why?
But here's the other thing. I feel like if they hated me, they'd be fucking sending the trash emails to us
Yeah,
that we
they
keep
would be
asking
saying you
for,
shit.
and they're not doing it. So he might be right. I think they're just because they are seeing how angry we're fucking getting.
Yeah,
and that Bobby doesn't give a shit.
Or maybe my self-confidence is just that low that I think
I can't. There we go. Or maybe he's just trying to throw us off, and he really is using burner accounts and just doesn't want us to think that.
You know, that's probably the most likely.
Aaron659, he's definitely not me.
Now that we're done too, I had a couple of that I just wanted to say.
Who else did you have?
Because somebody else that I wanted to use just because he's a fellow podcaster, Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee's
He's a
good.
fucking great one. I also had Patrick Peterson.
I had him on my thing. I had Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing
was one of my finals I was trying to choose.
Pat Benatar.
Pat Summerall, but Pat is not a Patrick. She's a Patricia.
Yeah, but she's still a Pat.
Yeah, but it's Patrick's or Saints. So
okay,
I would have.
Good thing I didn't
that would have been one of those iffy ones where we're like, all right.
Okay, good, because then I wouldn't have been able to use. Oh shit, I forgot her name now. Pat Summit.
Pat Summit from Tennessee. Also, if we're going ladies, Danica Patrick.
Oh, that would have worked.
Patrick, but she's not a very good driver, so.
Yeah, but now she is banging Aaron Rodgers.
That would have been for you.
Some of that greatness is going to rub off.
Probably for you. She's
literally
retired. Hey. And then I had Patrick Waugh.
Patrick Waugh is a
Deuce
great one.
McAllister, Archie Manning. If we're going Saints,
Archie.
But I figured that I didn't want to go too Saints heavy.
Yeah.
I got Darren Hemel's vote. I know he's a big Saints fan, podcast listener, so hopefully he'll give me that one.
I hope
for
he
Drew
does
Brees
it. I hope he's a Archie Manning fan himself and thinks he's the greatest Saint. And you saying that Drew Brees was the greatest Saint. I hope he gets offended.
Like, I mean, I went with the guy who we have the holiday named after, so I think that's like probably the best first pick out of everybody.
If he was you don't beat Patrick Swayze.
I mean, if somebody could beat Patrick Swayze, it'd probably be St. Patrick with the fucking shillelagh.
No.
He can dance. He can do the Irish jig already.
The only way he could beat Patrick Swayze, Patrick Swayze was made out of snakes, and he fucking drove him away.
Or
don't get me wrong, I love St. Patrick. I'm fucking named after the guy.
Okay, so just like driving away snakes. That's the power. You know who else was a snake? Satan. So like you're saying like he keeps the devil away? Okay, I'm cool with that. I think you just helped my argument.
Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse.
Can't
beat it. Can't fucking. You know you can't.
Kind of a corny movie though when you go back,
but it's fucking great.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, like Patrick Swayze is not a bad pick.
And Sam Elliott.
It's not a bad pick.
He's the best pick. That's why he was number one overall.
Patrick, I would say, is better.
He was gonna be my number 2 in case you all fucked up and didn't take him.
Oh, there's no way. But yeah.
But not only do I have a Zen fucking bartender who'll kick your ass, I got Mr. fucking Miyagi, bitch.
Yeah, those are pretty strong. And you got St. Arnold.
I knew Miyagi would be a strong pick that nobody else was going to have, but I knew I had to take him at 2 in case somebody else had him.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this one pans out.
Dude,
this is probably like...
It's going to Patrick Starr over here. He was fucking on my list.
I had him too, and I thought I was going to be able to snag him last.
Patrick.
I thought I could snag him last. I don't know why. I was so cocky with it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing with this game. You just pay that's why I had to steal Professor X. See what I did? I had to steal him because I was like, I know Bobby Jokes has him. I thought that was going to be your first pick. But anyways, that was our mock draft of Saints and Patricks. Now. Check out the Twitter poll and on our Facebook page and vote this week. We're going to put that up Friday, I believe. So help us out. Let's dethrone Bobby Jokes. Or I mean, if you really think Bobby Jokes is a better one, but don't just do it to troll.
Yeah.
And I say that.
Have some goddamn integrity, you fucking heathens.
Keep the integrity in this game. Let's move along to our next segment, but let's talk about our It's Not Cool's coming up. Let me tell you guys about MeUndies. Send me new copy and shit. Uh-oh. Look at this. I got new talking points.
I got my shirt. I need some MeUndies now.
You need some MeUndies?
That's the next one.
Well, let me tell you about MeUndies. Maybe
I'm all ears,
this will sway you. You've heard me talk about MeUndies, and you guys know that I'm a big believer in their product, the perfect balance of comfortable fit. Every month they have a new and exciting print, and they arrive at your door in a fun bag. So like a boob. I would guess that's what fun bags are, boobs, right?
Well, it could also be your ball sack, but
yeah.
I've always called them boobs.
Depending on what you're into.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a ball sack. Maybe it'll be a boob. Whatever. MeUndies uses Lensing micromodal in their underwear, in their underwear that's sustainably sourced, naturally soft fiber that starts with beechwood trees and ends with the most amazing fabrics that you've ever experienced. The results have been downright dreamy. You got your sunglasses upside down, and it's really throwing me off.
Sorry.
It's not really. It's just funny. MeUndies' adventurous prints and designs are all limited edition, and new patterns are released every few weeks in a rolling basis. Their 100% satisfaction guarantee means that MeUndies guarantees that you're going to love your first pair of underwear, or you're going to get your money back and still get to keep the undies. So, like, if you really wanted to, like, hack, like, you'd be like, hey, guys, I don't like these. And like, we'll just keep them. We don't want them back. And then you just would never get to get MeUndies again. But, like, so you'd really be cheating yourself. But if you wanted a free pair, like, that's how you get it. Just, I guarantee you get the MeUndies, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm not happy with these because I'm wearing them right now. They're dope. For 20% off your first pair and for 20% off the most comfortable pair of underwear that you'll ever put on, and for free shipping as well, go to MeUndies.com/podcast. That's MeUndies.com/podcast. One more time, MeUndies.com/podcast. They also got socks too. So if you're not an underwear guy, you need some socks. You can get some MeUndies socks.
See, I don't understand how you cannot be an underwear guy. Are you saying like you're not just that into underwear, or you don't wear underwear?
Yeah, you just don't care about your underwear.
Okay, I was gonna say like in Houston.
Yeah, you gotta
wear some fucking underwear. It's hot, especially if you wear jeans.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Oh yeah. Every day.
Get that goulash going.
All right, let's get into not cool.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, I have just the first one I'm going to lead off with is United Airlines killing a dog. Not cool. You don't kill dogs. That's
don't do it.
It's kind of it's gonna all be a universal not cool. Don't fucking kill dogs. Dick move.
Fuck that flight attendant, dude.
And then my other one is the NCAA tournament selection show. Did you see it? Like I'm
no,
sure
but
you didn't.
I was caught up on it.
And I'm a couple days late. I know this is like Sunday night when that all happened, but it's weird that they released like the field of 68 teams first, like the whole
alphabetical order.
Yeah, the whole fun thing about Selection Sunday show was that like you got to see. Is Mississippi Valley State. They're all sitting in their cafeteria waiting to find out if they made the tournament. And then they did make the tournament. And they're like, fuck yeah! And now they're like, right, well, welcome to the show. Here's 68 teams. Let's go. Boom. And then they show the bracket after that. Like, the fun thing was that you slowly saw the bracket. Oh, that region's done.
So they did it all at once?
They showed you the 68 teams that were in, and then they showed you who was playing who in the bracket.
I thought it was, I had initially heard that they were going to run down in alphabetical order. And I was like, that's
They did. But then they showed you, like, they didn't show you the bracket, though.
But that's what I'm saying. But, like, you know, they showed.
In alphabetical order, they showed you who was in.
At the same time. They didn't go, first team is Albany, second team is Arkansas.
Right, they showed you like the at-large bids and the automatic bids, and it's like everybody knew what the automatic bids were. Yeah, did you win your conference? Yeah, you're in. And most people knew who most of the at-large bids were.
Yeah, and everybody immediately on fucking Twitter and Facebook and everyone's social media just shit on this idea.
I just turned it off.
Y'all are fucking retarded. Why would you do this? Like 3 days before it even happened, they let everyone know it was happening. Everyone's like, yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah,
you're ruining
I hope they
the
change
show.
it back. I think I understand you're trying to change it up and trying to do something different, and I get that, but like it just didn't work, and I hope they go back next year.
They have to because everybody shit on it.
So that's my not cool. What about you, bud?
Okay, so you know when you're fucking driving down I-10 or whatever highway, and you're about to exit, but then somebody comes flying up fucking behind you and jumps around the right of you really fucking quick before you can. So you're sitting there halfway in the lane, all of a sudden you realize you have to swerve back onto the fucking highway or you're going to get wrecked. Yeah, fuck you, whoever you are that does this shit. You're a goddamn asshole. Because usually I'm exiting at 70 miles an hour anyway. I drive fast as shit. If you're coming up behind me at 80 miles an hour, fucking...
And they see you trying to get over too.
Yeah, because I use my fucking blinkers. Any of you out there that don't are assholes.
I always use my... I hate the whole, like when you turn it on and then they speed up so they're not stuck behind you or whatever. It's like, I'm not, like... Obviously, I'm trying to come over anyway. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, just because the second they see you turn...
But,
okay, dick.
That happened, and I was like, man, fuck this guy. And also, another not cool, broken hearts. Packers released Jordy Nelson.
So he's gonna be a Patriot by tomorrow.
It hurts. Very possible. They're saying I had heard Greg Jennings came out and said he wouldn't be surprised if he re-signed with them for for less money. Just he wasn't claiming to have any inside knowledge or sources or anything. He just Jordy's one of the few guys that actually lives in Green Bay year round. Like, he fully immersed himself in the community. He's the fucking man. Aaron called him White Lightning in his Instagram post, which was great. That was like, how the fuck have I never known that was his nickname, was White Lightning?
Yeah, it seems like you should have known that.
I also didn't realize he's turning 33 this year. It doesn't feel like he's been, but I guess he has been with the Packers for 9 years.
Yeah.
It's just fucking nuts. But God, I'm going to miss Jordy. I love that man.
Well, you'll get to see him in New England probably in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I hope he goes to New England because it's a team I don't hate. But if he goes to the Cowboys, I'm going to get very, very drunk and break things.
Yeah, that would be bad. I would not like that at all.
Fucking bitch-ass Cowboys.
So that's your not cool.
Yeah,
Bobby Jokes, what you got?
So my not cool. So like I said, we brought food to the Air BnB. We had to check out the next day at noon, but we hadn't finished all of our food. So we had to buy a cooler to keep it cool. And I had to buy a Texas State cooler.
Woo! Oh. Woo! You're welcome. You finally own some cool shit.
You just bought one of the styrofoam ones?
Yeah.
Was that like the only one they had?
No, they had a Cowboys one.
So I'm proud of you. Yeah. I'm proud of your decision.
If you had bought the Cowboys one instead, we'd be fighting right now.
Yeah, I made the conscious choice to buy the Texas State.
I'm not upset you won last week's mock draft now. I think you made up for it.
Oh, I'm so upset.
Like that. But, I mean, I'm upset, but like that shows that he has good decision-making skills, and that's why he's part of this show.
He chose Texas State, greatest college in
Texas.
Texas.
Not that that's a great choice, but
it's the best college in Texas.
Better than the Dallas Cowboys.
Best college in Texas. Yeah, it's the most beautiful campus. In Texas.
They call Sam Houston the Harvard of Southwest Texas. So,
who calls them that? Sam Houston.
People have called it that.
Yeah,
I don't. Dan Rather. Dan Rather.
Yeah, dumb people call them that.
Dan Rather went there.
Yeah, like I said, dumb people. Fuck Dan
excuse me, he's like one of the biggest journalists of all time. So.
Oh yeah, and aren't journalists known for being pretty fucked up?
Yeah, but
and dickheads who lie all the time.
Well, he didn't lie. I mean, he did eventually, but like
there's only there's only a few big J journos that I trust, and he's not one of them.
He's kind of old now.
Only ones I trust work for Barstool.
Yeah, most of the big J journos work for Barstool that I trust too, which doesn't say much. So buying I mean, actually, that's kind of it turned into a cool if you think about it. Like, you didn't buy the Cowboys one, because that would have been a real not cool. Like, I would have just turned your mic off and probably like, get out.
And your food stayed cool, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he kind of spins on that, and it turns into a cool.
I guess it did then.
There you go.
But yeah,
it's Texas State, bro.
I don't have anything against Texas State. I just didn't want to buy a Texas State cooler.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't go there.
Yeah,
I get you. I understand that. It is a minor not cool, but it's still not cool. But a bigger cool that you didn't get the Dallas Cowboys one. So Bobby Jokes, he's the winner this week.
Making good decisions out there.
All right, PassTheGravyMerch.com, gang. That is where you can get all of the dopest Pass the Gravy merchandise. You can get our PTG members only shirt. If you want to have membership into the cult, you just buy that bad boy. You give us the 5-star review on the iTunes. It's awesome. We got the Team USA red, white, and blue Stars and Stripes shirt. We've got the Lucky AF shirt. You probably won't get it in time for St. Patrick's Day, so maybe you're just Irish and you want to celebrate that. It's a cool shirt. Anyways, as of last week, now we're selling stickers finally. So you want your bumper sticker, you want to ride around with PTG on the back of your car. I don't know why the website we sell it through will only allow me to the cheapest I can sell a sticker is $6, which, guys, I'm telling you, it's bullshit that it's $6. I don't want it to be
so bad.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I've seen there are other sites that sell tickets for or stickers for $6 and more than that. But I always try and we make as little money as possible on this thing when we sell you guys this stuff. We really just want you guys to wear our gear and show people that you like the podcast. I would rather have someone spend it. My whole goal is I don't want you to be like, man, that's a fucking expensive shirt. Our shirts are $20, $19 for ladies because we fixed the wage gap. You're welcome, ladies. You don't have to keep thanking us. I get it, but we always try. We make so little money on each shirt that it's just we want you guys to wear our shit and be proud that you're a Pass the Gravy fan. So we got the stickers.
So
they're $6.
Is it a bumper sticker or a window sticker?
It's a sticker. I mean, it's not like one of those ones that doesn't have the sticky stuff.
I'm just being a dick.
But I know what you mean. Have you remember those ones that you can kind of peel out and put it on your window and but you could just peel it off and it didn't have any sticky residue or anything.
Those ones are bullshit.
Yeah, they're bullshit. It's not that. This is an actual sticker. You can put it on your computer. Bobby Jokes and I have the stickers on our computers. Ooh. You can put it on your bumper of your car if you let's start making that a thing. Let's start making that a thing. Put it on your bumper and just be like, hey guys.
See, I'd probably actually put mine on the window.
Or on the window, put it on your car.
Bumper, that's just
weird.
Annoying. And
even though they're called bumper stickers.
It's like super like.
Yeah, no, I put my stuff on my window when I put
that reminds me that at the meat raffle, I gave one of my last sticker to a listener there. He said
this 100% why I started. I was like, well, we usually got like orders of them and we would just hand them out at stuff, but like now you can just get them. And so I felt bad because like I never want to not help someone get our podcast.
You know what? Whoever got the that last sticker from Bobby, send us a picture.
He got us to sign it too.
That was my first autograph.
Really?
Signed.
That was like
pretty dope.
Yeah, that was my first Pass the Gravy autograph. I feel like I've ever.
Oh
had.
Man, how much of a chub did you get?
A little bit. Like it wasn't like full on chub. It was like at least half chub. At least half chub. It was huh?
I was like, oh yeah.
But like because I think the first thing I said was like, why do you want me to ruin your sticker?
It's good. It means you don't have a big head.
Yeah.
There you go. You're still humble.
I don't get how people get cocky. I'm not like we're not like big or anything, so it's like we shouldn't take ourselves so seriously.
Yet.
And I try as hard as I can not to. But yeah, if you want the stickers, they're up there. We've got some other dope shirts. Just passthegravymerch.com. Take a look. Take a look there. If you buy anything, send us pictures of it. We'll tweet it out. We want to know that you're wearing our shit, guys. And we're doing this so you can support your favorite podcast and sort of like give us like I think what do we make like $2 a shirt, Robert? We make like nothing.
Like $2 a shirt.
But like we still sell them, so like we're just trying to get the shirts out there. We want to circulate that. You guys are walking billboards for us, right? We'll take that. If you wear our shit and be a walking billboard for us, we'll make them cheap as fuck. So stickers are now available. All the other shit's available. PassAwayMerch.com. I don't know why I just rambled for so long on that read, but let's go into the answers segment and wrap this bad boy up. Now remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Just stupid people. Yeah, I saw he almost turned off my mic when he saw that I was about to yell across the room at him.
There's no such thing as a stupid question, and people always say that in school. And I remember, like, I always felt that, like, okay, there's no such thing as a stupid question. And I'd raise it, and the teacher would make me feel like an idiot. And so, my goal here is there's no such thing as a stupid question, no matter how stupid you may think it is. And we've had some dumb ones. What was the one we had last week that just baffled us?
What was the shape of water?
No, the donkey one.
The fucking donkey one.
Foreign donkey exchange and foreign exchange or donkey exchange.
Oh my god, dude.
They made no sense. But like those kinds of questions, that's kind of.
And I agree. There are no such thing as stupid question. There are stupid people out there.
That's what I love about this podcast, though, is we get to the bottom of that shit. We diagnose your symptoms, one. Yeah. We fix the wage gap.
We don't dismiss this stuff. We actually try for it.
We're like, you see all these people out there marching and protesting. We're making the change we want to see in this world.
Yeah.
You're welcome, world. You're welcome. So anyways, answers is what's up. And you can send us your answers at passthegravypod.com. You can also tweet them to us at passthegravypod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at NotPatDN. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Just hashtag answers, if you will, when you do that, and it'll help us filter through them. So let's get right to it. Let's, you got anything for us?
Just answer the question. Why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question. Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
All right, our first question of the week comes from Daniel Tom Chesson. He's really, I think he's overtaken Sean Comets like every week. Daniel Tom Chesson at Daniel_Blake on the Twitter. He says, and this is actually appropriate for what you just mentioned. He said, now that we know what shape water is, and it was a heart is what we discovered last week. Water is in the shape of a heart. He said, now that we know what shape water is, what shape is sound?
So I put a lot of thought into this over the last 3 minutes.
Good.
Neither of them are actually shapes, but it's the best I could come up with.
Well, there was a movie called The Shape of Water, so shape of sound would be what?
The only two ways I'm aware... You know what's fucked up? I'm so stupid, I kind of peeked down and looked at this question, and for some reason, I didn't read it as shape of sound. I read it as the shape of a fart.
I don't know how you read it like
that. I don't know. So never mind. Everything that I was just thinking doesn't make any fucking sense now.
All right.
But if I'm going to go with that logic, sound, farts are a sound. You can light a fart on fire.
You can.
I don't know what the shape of a flame is, but boom, it's a flame.
I was going to say, you know how like a lot of times, like the emoji, the little emoji with the speaker, and it's got the little sounds. It's like a closed paragraph.
That's
picture.
The best I can come up
That's what I think sound looks like. Waves.
Bobby
jokes. Because like a lot of times, what was that, Max or Miramax, the tapes that had the guy sitting in the chair right in front of his speaker.
Oh,
and it was like blowing his his hair back
Those
and
lines
everything.
right there.
That's
what-
exactly
that's sound.
yeah. When you push the volume up on your phone, that is what sound looks like.
Yeah.
Or the dots going
right
up.
there, because it's wavelength. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom. That's what it looks like. Bobby Jokes, what do you think?
I was thinking maybe like lightning bolts.
That's fair. Yeah, okay. I can see that.
No.
Similar.
What?
Well, just
Yeah, like
it's
they
kind
have
of,
a speaker and, like-
especially if you're loud. Especially if you're loud, like.
But here's the problem, though.
If you're Charlie Brown's
a
teacher.
lightning bolt fucking changes directions rapidly. Your sound isn't.
What if you're
changing.
talking, but you're like looking at different stuff? Like if I'm talking like that, and then like that would
it's
be a
just
lightning bolt
lines
kind of.
going different ways, but it's not.
I get what
the
he
lines
means,
aren't
though.
changing
I get what he
directions.
means. I think.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
Okay,
and
you
I don't
thought
think
thought it said fart.
Yeah, so like I'm stupid. I can't. I mean, I can't argue too hard on this.
I'm gonna kind of back
What's
off
the shape
now,
of a
but-
fart?
I mean, that would have been.
I guess I was hoping. That's
We're
what the
probably
question
we're probably
was.
gonna get that question soon. But yeah, I would say the sound is in the shape of like waves.
Yeah.
And
Just a couple of
just
lines
hit the
spreading
button
out.
up on your phone to turn the volume up, and like the little thing that's coming out of the horn. That's the shape
Yeah.
of sound. Done. All right, that was a good question, Daniel.
Yeah, what do you got next week, motherfucker?
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see if you can up that one. Chance Kammerer at AKA_guy12 on Twitter says, tortilla chips, the best ladles for queso? I mean, one, they're delicious, and also they're edible. No, like anything, like, as we've said millions of times.
100% correct.
Yeah, I agree. As we've said about a million times on this podcast, a ladle is anything you can put a handle on becomes a ladle. Whether or not it's a good ladle, that's up for debate. I get it. But it's a ladle nonetheless. Anything with a handle is a ladle. So tortilla chips, the best ladles for queso. Now you'd have to have a handle on them. So if you could,
see, here's the. I think we can expand the definition.
no, because you gotta have the handle.
I don't think you have to have a handle.
It's not a ladle without a handle, bro.
Okay, well, fuck it. You'll just take one of the chips that bends up a little bit, and you'll call that.
Or
the
you
fucking
just
ladle.
attach a handle to it. You don't have to have it can be a makeshift handle. It doesn't have to be like a good handle. It's gotta be.
we don't have to
It's
agree
a
on
handle,
this.
but yeah, that would be perfect. I would argue that like
It is
I
without
think
a doubt.
I think we've had a question like are Tostitos scoops, are they the most delicious ladle? And you could argue yes. Yes, they are.
That one is, and I agree with this because there's nothing better to.
Yeah.
What else is better for dipping queso in? You're not going to fucking
Tortilla
dip a hot
chips.
dog into it.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I would, but, like, I wouldn't call that a ladle.
What about a burrito? Like you go to
Fuck yeah, I would.
You go to Freebirds, you get the queso on your burrito, but I guess
would,
you don't dip it.
But as far as it being a ladle and being able to scoop with it, boom, you got the tortilla chip. It's nature's perfect food.
I remember one time, I think we were freshmen in college, and we went up to we didn't like hang out together or whatever. We happened to be in College Station with the same group of people on the same weekend, and I remember we were all hungover.
Oh, at one of the
we went to
the parties.
Yeah, we went to Freebirds, and you ate that fucking
The
burrito
Super
that
Monster.
was like the size of an infant baby, and you demolished it.
Actually, I think that. No, freshman year I finished. The second time I tried it, I didn't make it.
You demolished that thing, and I remember like not even finishing my regular Freebird.
It's a 7-pound burrito. That was in a
and
lot of
Pat
pain
was just killing it.
Yeah, I was very, very hungover.
Did you have queso on that one? Do you remember?
No, sour cream and guac though. No, I didn't usually do guac because it was extra. But I definitely had a bunch of sour cream, rice, beans. Like when I do the Super Monster Challenge, which I haven't done in fucking years, I don't bullshit it. That burrito's loaded.
That's good. That's good. We don't like half-assed.
I got integrity with my food challenges.
So, Chance, I would say, I would argue maybe if you could put a ladle or a handle on a burrito, that a burrito could be a better ladle for queso.
No,
but I think the standard we're gonna go tortilla chips. I'll agree with you on that one, Chance. I think that's the better one.
Correct, sir.
All right. Our next question comes from Chris Headley, and he says, "Candles, just pet fires." Yeah, that's exactly what we got. It's housebroken.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a fire.
You can't just let it burn forever.
It's a housebroken house fire.
Yeah, you got to watch it. You got to know when to put it out, when to light it.
I've circled. It's got a little crate or a kennel, if you will, with the glass or whatever is surrounding it. A pee pad with the rest of the wax.
Just like an animal, you got to be worried about it. You can't just reach in there and fucking grab it anytime you want. You'll burn your hand on the wax. Just like you reach at a dog, it might bite you.
And you can't just leave the house with it running.
Yeah.
With it on, you're gonna have to make sure that you got it taken care of before you leave the house, or else it could ruin the place.
That's a goddamn good question.
Pet candles.
I mean, shit. If we've had pet rocks in this world, we can sure.
Yeah,
100%. Candles.
Because you got a crazy cat lady. There's no such thing really as a crazy dog lady. Because you're just like, I love dogs too. Good.
Yeah. Oh, you have 14 dogs? Can I?
But if you had can you be like a crazy candle lady? Like you just have like 75,000 candles, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And you're like, no, they're just my pets.
You might get committed.
I feel like Sam could be a crazy cat or a crazy candle.
Can we have like a candle shelter? Like, can we can sponsor a candle shelter? You can help these broken candles burn again.
Does she have any of the Jesus candles that you buy for $1?
No. Oh. No, but this past weekend she bought 2 candles. They were Give Me Coffee and Unicorn Puke.
Unicorns aren't real. How do they know what that smells like?
It's just really sweet. It smells really sweet.
You know what's dope? You know that they make those mandals and shit, so you get like leather.
I remember Yankee Candle had a leather one time, and I got it just because I didn't know what it was, and it smelled delightful.
Like breaking in a fresh baseball glove,
or like you're inside like a brand new car.
Yeah, dude, leather's the shit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That's a good call.
I might have to go buy a leather candle today.
Candles are definitely pet fires,
without a doubt.
100%.
Now I don't even think I can call it a candle anymore.
It's a pet fire.
Hey, can you let that pet fire over there?
Can you light it up? Light up that pet over there.
Hey, I kind of destroyed the bathroom. You got any pet fires I can throw in there?
Can I bring my pet fire over to your house? Is that cool? Is it a pet fire friendly place?
I like it.
A pet fire park? You just have all... They're called memorials.
Chinese pet fires that when you just light them and they go over the air.
Yes. I love that question, Chris. Way to go. Danny Castle says, is it ever okay to watch video/listen to music on your phone in public without headphones?
I think those are 2 different things, though. Like, don't listen to music. Like, that's just a dickhead thing.
I feel like I talked about this in the airport. That was what I was talking about.
Like, if you're like, on the bus or something and you're scrolling through and the video comes up, like, turn it really low and get it close to your face. And as long as it's not like a 10-minute long video, if you're watching like a 30-second video, that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, don't be the guy that's just fucking blaring music on his phone.
Do you feel weird? I feel weird in public if my phone, if I'm in a doctor's office and my phone makes any sort of noise, I'm like, always. Like, I'd hate being that guy because then everyone, what's he doing? And it's not like you're an asshole for doing your phone rang, but I'm always like, I'll call you back. Little things like that, and God forbid you're on Instagram and you accidentally tap something and it plays the audio. No.
But also if you're in public or especially a quiet place like that, a doctor's office, and you answer your phone, you're like, I'm in the doctor's office. I can't talk. Because you don't want to be the guy having a conversation in the doctor's office when everyone else is dead fucking quiet.
Yeah, it's super awkward.
Because then everyone else in that room is sitting there going, hey, fucking asshole.
This motherfucker.
Text him.
Not everybody knows that, apparently, because a lot of people do it. But, music is way bigger on it. I understand with the video. Sometimes it pops up. But, I don't watch entire, interviews and stuff. Yeah. But I have seen, where I'm, and I'm out in public and you hear something and it's the political videos and shit like that and you're like, the Democrats on this side said this. Can you believe this? He's like, dude, what are you doing? You're just opening yourself up for, because I feel like when you're doing that and you're watching the Fox News reports, you want someone to comment on it to you so then you can have a debate. It's I'm not fuck
so you. Then you can go on fucking Facebook and Twitter. I fucking shut down some pussy today who tried to challenge me on what I think.
Obviously, I was right, and you're not friends with him, so you can't say anything he said. But fuck me, right?
Yeah.
But music is really obnoxious when people don't.
Yeah, dude, that's not quite as bad, but it's almost as bad as the person that just walks around with their phone on speaker talking into it. It's bad.
It's as bad for sure. Because you're just blaring music, and then those headphones that have I think Beats can do them now, where you can just turn them to the side and it just turns into a speaker. Yeah. It's why did you invent that? That's a horrible invention. I don't want to hear your fucking music from a block away while you're just put your fucking headphones on. Why did you get headphones if you want everyone else to hear it? Buy a boombox.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. But yeah, I definitely think it's a
dick move.
It is not okay to listen to music on your phone in public without headphones.
Never. Videos on occasion, like I said, turn it down low, keep it short. Don't watch 30 of them back to back. So be it.
I was at the gym.
Try not to, but if you do it, you're not a complete asshole.
I was at the gym yesterday, humble brag, and not to brag or anything, but I was in the sauna, and it was pretty packed. There were a lot of people in there, and because they're doing maintenance on the steam room or whatever, and so normally it's split up. Half the people there's people in both, but everybody was squeezed into the sauna, and there was a dude in there when I walked in, and he just had his phone out, and he was just blaring his fucking playlist, and it was just music, like just rap going on and on and on. And I had my headphones in too, but I could hear it loudly, like that his phone was making noise, and I was like, this dude's not at all phased that he is just in public with like 9 other people fucking blaring his music.
No, I would have, because I don't really bring my phone, or when I did, into the steam room sauna shit like that. I don't bring it in there just because I have my phone in there.
Mine had like the temperature thing, so I was like, oh shit, and I had to go like set it out on a towel by the pool.
So like if I'm just trying to sit in there and fucking decompress and sweat the shit out, and somebody had music on, I would have been like, hey, I wouldn't have said can you, I would have been like, hey, shut it the fuck off.
I honestly don't know if I would have said, I feel like it would have been really annoying, but I had headphones in already, and I was already listening to my own shit, so like I was able to I could tell that there was noise coming from his phone.
Yeah.
But then like it didn't like drown out what I was listening to. So I was like, not my problem. I'm not going to be that guy.
Because you're just supposed to chill. Like now,
because most of the guys at the gym are bigger than me, so like I don't like causing confrontation.
If you started
this guy was definitely bigger than me.
Everyone else in there would have been like, yeah, dude, shut the fuck up.
That's true. And then I could have started like a riot. He would have come swung at me, and then somebody would have just snuck him and just beat the fuck out of him. I'm like, yeah, bitch.
You can have a conversation with people in the steam room. That's allowed.
Yeah,
but
that's happening.
Causing fucking noise when everyone else is quiet.
And people have been on their phones in there, and it's like I don't know. It's weird when people are on their phones, but like,
why are you bringing your phone in there?
I don't know. I like having my phone in there. I like being able to do it, but like I have the watch now, so I can like change the music on it if I want to.
Like I said, like dude, there's a lot of steam, that's moisture and shit that's gonna get in your phone.
Yeah,
it's just not a good idea. I think I could be wrong.
Well, I've thought about it after I left, and I was like, I have those AirPods, so like they're like Bluetooth. So I was like, what if somebody takes my phone and just walks away, and I come back and I'm like, oh wait, no, like they'll get far enough, and my headphones won't work, and I'll be like, what the fuck? And then I'll just start fucking pinging my phone with my watch, and then I'll fucking catch them.
Or you could just put it in your locker and fucking.
But it doesn't go.
Be quiet for 5 minutes.
I don't like that. Like
you're such a fucking millennial, dude.
I hate sitting in silence with like a group of people. Like I'm cool sitting in silence if it's just me in the sauna or like me and one other people, but like there was not room to like stretch. Like I like to stretch after and before my workouts in there, just because I don't know, like say warm up, and I feel like you're warming up with like while you're warm anyways. But I didn't even have room to like do all my stretching in there, and I was just like, I don't like this. I couldn't imagine being with like 10 other people just not talking. Just
dude, you don't need to stretch. Deion Sanders said it best. Have you ever seen cheetah stretch before it goes and takes down a gazelle?
Yeah, but that's a fucking animal.
Deion Sanders didn't stretch before his 40 at the combine. And that's why he said that line. I mean, he might have said lion instead of cheetah. But
have you ever gone like running and not stretched and then pulled the shit out of something and you're like, oh, I probably should have stretched?
4 words for you.
Oh, yeah,
these colors don't run. All right? I'm American through and through.
Oh, okay.
These colors don't run.
But like, I've pulled shit before, so like, bullshit. Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it sucks. I hate running, but
yeah, that's why I just played 3 sports growing up my whole life. Because fuck extra running. I'm not gonna go. Run.
I never track. Like I never got track. It's like every other sport they make you like run when you're punished, and track's like that's it.
Well, see, in track I did shot put and discus, and then in junior high when we had the fat man relay, I did that.
Nice.
That was fucking dope. Even though Cinco Junior High was the only school that didn't put fat guys in it, we just put our fastest of the big man events, and every other school just had fat fucks out there.
Oh, so y'all just killed it?
We fucking murdered it.
All right. So yeah, it is not ever okay to listen to music like in public without headphones.
Never.
Like unless you're in your car, I guess you can.
But
that's not public. You're right. Yeah. So no, don't do that. Don't be that guy. Todd Voss writes in, and Todd is at as_scene_by_TV on Twitter, at as_scene_by_TV. There you go again. And Todd Voss says, better use of time travel, Marty McFly or Bill and Ted?
Oh, Bill and Ted. Marty was just going back. It was actually pretty selfish reasons why Marty was going back.
Like self-preservation.
Yeah. And
I don't know. I like living.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. What Marty did was dope. I think the better use of it, though, was Bill and Ted. They went and they learned some shit. They went to a bunch of different eras and met famous people. I think that's better use of it.
But like that, they're just kind of like, honestly, like they're doing it to be a little braggy, I think.
Well, they were
we talked to so-and-so. But I think Marty McFly is doing it to legitimately save his own life.
Yeah. Well, it just depends on how you're defining better use.
saving lives,
and
like cool stories for later.
I'm still going Bill and Ted. Like when you break it down like that, it sounds bad, but I like the way I broke it down better.
I'm gonna go Marty McFly. Bobby Jokes, you're the tiebreaker. What do you have to say? You've not seen any of the movies, have you?
I have seen none of the movies.
You haven't seen Back to the Future?
No, I haven't.
I understand not seeing Bill and
Bobby,
Ted, but like
step
Back
away.
to the Future?
I have not seen
This is where Keanu Reeves got his start, man. He played a fucking stoner.
Yeah, man.
Socrates.
I am Keanu Reeves, man.
God damn it, Bobby. Like, what do you do?
What is it you do exactly?
What do you do all day?
I don't know.
Not watch movies.
I just don't watch old movies.
How old are you? 23?
22. 23
That was
later
close,
this month.
yeah. Oh, this month? How many days? You had a birthday?
27. My
Ooh.
birthday's 27.
We podcasting that day?
Oh, we get. Do I need to bring strippers?
I don't know if you will if we're podcasting that day. Let's see what is
Oh, next week will be
27.
1 year.
Oh, Bobby Jokes will be on the podcast for 1 year. Yeah, because it was at St. Patrick's Day for the Rod Ryan show last year. You were like, hey, would you want me to do video of your podcast? And I was like, I'm really drunk. Text me or email me. And then he emailed me, and I was like, yeah, fuck, let's do it. And he did a good job, so now he's full time, which is pretty dope.
Good old BJ.
And then he told a joke, and he was Bobby Jokes ever since then. I was having because Bobby's been doing. He did some video work for the Rod Ryan show, and I was Rod was asking me if you'd help out with it, and he was like, "Is Bobby Jokes gonna be available?" And like I was in a meeting with a bunch of people, and they're like, "Who's Bobby Jokes?" And I was like, "Oh, he's the producer on my podcast." And they're like, "Why is his name? His name's Bobby Jokes?" And I was like, "Well, you just call him Bobby Jokes." They're like, "Why?" Because his name's Robert. And one time he told a joke, so we called him Bobby Jokes from then on. And they're like, so he just tells jokes every week. I was like, well, that was initially the plan. It didn't really happen, so we're just gonna keep going with it though.
We missed a comeback kid.
What do we miss?
Children. Congrats to Rod on his first kid being born.
Yeah, Rod Ryan. London Ace Ryan came into the world yesterday, the 13th, and she's doing well, so Rod is a father now. Brother Rod is now Father Rod.
I like that.
He joined the cult.
Daddy Rod.
Papa Rod.
Papa Rod.
Papa Rod.
That's
there
what it's
you go.
gotta be.
So he's been out. So Dinah and I have actually had to do the morning show. It's crazy, but it's been fun. It's a weird feeling without him being there after doing so much of that. But he should be back sometime next week or the week after that. So check out the Rod Ryan show. Still, we're still doing it. Still going in the morning.
You got more Alex now.
You got 6 to 10 a.m. 94.5 The Buzz. You listen to that, and then you tune in to Pass the Gray podcast, and then we carry you the rest of the way, and you just keep listening to us and subscribing, and then unsubscribing, and then resubscribing, and then just continue doing that. But just make sure you're subscribed when you're done.
Yeah,
that's the biggest one. Because if
it
you're
30
unsubscribed,
times. Check it.
Make sure it is subscribed. So we got one more question. Marty. So we were stalemated on Marty McFly and Bill and Ted. I would say Marty McFly has the better use of time travel. Now our final question. Final question is from Brendan Adai, and I don't think he's written into us before. The only thing I think of when I think of Adai is Joseph Adai, former LSU Tiger and Indianapolis Colt world champion.
Let us know if you're related.
Maybe. Brendan Adai writes in and says, "Are beanbags just boneless chairs or couches?"
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I just looked at it Reddit 3 seconds ago. God damn, that's a great question.
Yeah, they are.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? When Peter said, I wish I had no bones, and just became that amorphous blob right there.
Yep.
I mean, if a couch said, I wish I had no bones, bam, that's a beanbag right there.
Exactly. Yeah, that's 100% what it is. Like, there's nothing.
There's no
debating it at all. Yeah, that's pretty cut and dry right there.
Yeah.
That'll do it then. All right. So like we said,
quick
answers.
Wrap up right there.
Yeah. Way to go, Brendan. Good first answers question. If you want to submit a question for the answer segment, like we said earlier, answers@passtheraypod.com, @passtheraypod on Twitter. I'm at Alex J Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. And happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Be safe out there. Remember to
don't drink and
designate a driver and do not drink and drive. I have had personal experience, not on St. Patrick's Day drinking and driving, but it's amateur day or amateur hours, what they always say.
They're
it's
out there.
Like, yeah, they're looking for it. Like, that's a big day
Plus, there's other people
D-dubs.
who are doing it, and you just don't want to get hit.
It's just like, be smart out there. I gotta tell you, I having a DWI, it's fucking expensive as shit, and it really fucks up your insurance for at least 5 years after that. So, it's not fun. So be safe out there. Come to Lucky's Pub downtown. It'll be fun. Lots of fun.
Or if you don't make it out there, come to Stars. Come see me.
But mostly Lucky's Pub.
Yeah.
Because we'll be
I'm not trying to take away.
Are you gonna be wearing your PTG shirt?
Oh, I'll be wearing my PTG shirt.
You better.
Yeah.
You gotta. So come out there. If you're wearing your PTG shirt, we're buying you a beer. If anybody's wearing a PTG shirt and I see him out there, we're having a beer. 100. Find me. Be like, Alex, you owe me a fucking beer. Done. We're doing it. And if I'm drunk, I'll probably buy you a couple beers because you can reintroduce yourself to me multiple times. That'll work like that. I'm that way. So come hang out with us. Have a good time. You guys be safe out there. Does anybody have anything else? We're gonna do. What are we doing next week? We don't have anything next week, really, do we? No.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, we're gonna have a fun show for you next week, obviously, but nothing like there's no future news.
We're gonna have hopefully some St. Patty's Day stories. Maybe we won't remember any of them, but.
Hopefully Bobby Jokes will be drafting earlier in the mock draft. But go vote on our poll. 5-star review on iTunes. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, you guys go out there. Have a great St. Patty's Day. Get lucky. And pass the gravy. Bitches!